Okay, let's see. Let me just grab my tablet, get all set up here. Turn this down. Internet better not be doing nothing weird today. Not having it. Okay. Keep this one here just in case. I need to swap sharpeners because this one doesn't work well with my Prism colors. Alright, got my okay. Let me find a blue. I guess I can start with his jacket. If I work my way up, it should be fine. Let me start on these sails. Let me grab some sail-like colors. Probably some putty beige, seashell pink. The extra might be too bright. We can do like cream, seashell pink, and putty beige. Hey! I'm just loading up. I'm using my Prismas today. Me and View is doing this page together. So if she pops in, she'll probably join if she feels like it. But we're doing, if she found her book. I don't even know if she found it. I know earlier she was looking for it because she couldn't find it. So hopefully she found it and maybe she'll pop in, I mean. Alright, so I need the colors I'm going to be using. What did I say? Cream, I think? Eggshell pink and putty beige, I think was the colors I chose. I think, don't quote me. Hang on, let me check. What was it? I could just grab beige, but no, I think I want cream, seashell pink, and putty beige. Let me grab like a... I'm looking for like a little scratch piece of paper or something. Okay. I know I have one. I have a whole book for just my scrap, like testing my colors, and I don't know what I did with it. Okay. Unprepared, per usual. I know I have a whole book. Have I lost? Well, I won't ask if I lost my mind because I know I have. But I also know I have a book with just like little random pieces of scrap paper in it that I use. But I'll just grab one from here. I don't even have one in here. What's happening today? Let me see. What I gotta test. So I just gave myself a nice paper cut. Another one. Again for the second time today. Okay, I had to grab a paper. Here we go. Let's see how these colors go together. So I got the dark one. Let's see how it goes with this one. This cream might be too bright. I don't think it mixes very well with the. I mean, a little bit, I guess. I might take out the cream. I might use, instead of cream, I can go peach beige. I think that's a little bit more. Let me see. I'm gonna grab that instead. Peach beige. Let me see. Grab that one. And I think peach beige is a little bit darker. Okay. And then this seashell pink. No, I think one or the other. So I'm gonna grab something lighter than that. So I'm thinking I can just grab beige. But that might be too light. I can grab a gray. %, French gray maybe? No, that's too gray. Nope, not gonna work. Here we start. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab eggshell. Okay, let's try eggshell, which is very interesting looking. And then I'm just gonna bring in this one. And then this one. I might only need, I like that first one. So then we'll bring the cream back. After doing all of that, let me grab cream. So cream, whatever color this is, and then this one. Then I can always go over it with the cream to blend it all together. That'll be good for the sales. Okay, let's sharpen. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Hopefully StreamYard decides to want to work for me today because it was not having me last week. Okay. Alright. I did all of that, but like, do I want these sales? Yeah, I do. Because I was like, do I want them gray? But I think they'll stand out. Oh, you want to see the picture that we were working on earlier, Jay? Some of these is kind of hard to tell what's sales and what's not. I can do some blue in some of these. So like the stripe ones, I could probably do blue and white. For now, I'm just going to do these cream ones. But I think blue and white sounds good. Is this a sale? Yeah, because there's some here. I thought it was part of his hat, but no. Thank you. You want to see the one I was doing earlier on stream? If you can't find her book, then I'll probably work on the other one I was working on earlier. Different set of pencils I was using, but if she can't find it, oh, don't forget to hit the like button. The like button always helps. Okay, let me show you the one I was doing earlier. So by the same illustrator, I was doing this one. She's not finished, but we did her earlier today. So if you can't find her book, then, I mean, if you can't find her book, then I'll probably work on this one. Just so I don't pass her up too far in this one. Even though she colors way faster than I do. So I don't know. Maybe it's good I'm getting a head start. And then I think those are all the same. So I don't see any more plain ones. So let me just do that. Hey, Mary. You want to come on, Mary? Let me see. Peach beige and putty beige. Which one's lighter? I think peach beige is lighter. Yep, just a little bit. Okay. Let me. Don't be growling at me. You shouldn't be sitting under there. Let me add the little. I'm gonna put the invite in the chat in case you want to jump on, Miss Mary, because I'd like to hear what you've been working on. I haven't talked to you in a couple days since we was on the phone, right? So, are you still playing The Sims? Okay, well it'll be there if you'd like to come on. Uh, are you still building the same house you was working on? Anybody wondering why I'm not doing anything? I'm typing. Um, have you been getting any leeway in your artwork? Mary also, that's my sister in the chat as well. Under what is it, Mom of Boys, Jade Mom of Boys. That is my sister. See. I'm over here. 839. Jesus. Okay. There. Just in case you want to come by. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I dragged my sister to the stream today. She's at home. She's getting the boys ready for. They're both graduating. One's graduating kindergarten, and the other, uh, fifth grade, or grade school. So the school that they go to is very super extra special because they are not holding a ceremony for the kindergartners. So, which is weird because there's like something being held for the kindergartners when they graduate, but they're not doing it. So I think it's just probably their school because I know a couple people out here, they're little kindergartners that graduated last month. They had like little diplomas, and I don't know. I think it's just the school they go to. But so Mary, me and View are buddy coloring this page, but she had to find her book, so I don't know if she found it or not. But I am getting a head start because I color slower than everybody else. So you building another house. Did you finish the one you was working on, or you just moved on? I've been trying to get my sister to play The Sims too, but I don't think she can download it on the type of computer she has. So once she gets a new PlayStation, she can play it on there. I think. I think it's on PlayStation. It's on PlayStation too, right, Mary? I don't know. I know I have it on Xbox, but I play it on PC because I don't like the controls on Xbox. I switched Wi-Fi channels that my phone is on, so hopefully it doesn't kick me off or freeze or do anything weird like it's been doing the past couple of streams. I do not think I like the way the Prismacolors act in this book. Yeah, I know for sure it's on Xbox and PC, but I know your PC doesn't. We already tried, I think, and it doesn't work on yours. So, because I think we were trying when it was like free to play and it was like half off on all the stuff, but it wasn't available for your type of computer. So, you'll have to wait until you get your PlayStation fixed. I think it's on PlayStation too. Should be. I don't see why not. Probably have to Google it. But I don't see why it wouldn't be because it's on everything else. It's on the cell phone. Well, they have like a cell phone version. It's not the one we play is not on cell phone. I don't think. This thing better not do anything strange. I don't know what's up with my streams lately, but this little skipping thing that it's been doing, it's been doing it a lot, and I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe if I sit still for a little bit, it won't do it. But like on my phone, it's showing me moving normal. But I'm moving on the tablet, and I see there's like a weird little delay, and I don't know how to fix it. Um, and I kind of don't want to mess up the settings because it might, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not gonna be on long anyway. I was coming on to show you. There was a bunch of people who wanted to see what my brother had got me for my birthday. I mean, yeah, for my birthday. So I was gonna show that off, but may or may not. I might just color. If the stream is still up, type something in the chat, somebody, so I know I'm not just talking to myself because the stream is messing up again. At least it looks like it is. It doesn't even look like it's moving on my side. I am not about to play with YouTube today. It's almost like as if it's frozen, but it's moving on my end. I mean, it's doing weird stuff, so I might as well check the settings and see. I don't see anything. There's nothing settings wise, so I'm not sure. I mean, I can probably try to. Let me try something here. I'm gonna try to turn off. Went black. Uh-oh. Okay. Came back. We're back, hopefully. Let's see. Are you guys there? Everybody there? We're still there? It's still a slight delay, but I can roll with a delay as long as the video is rolling, I guess. I just turned off the Wi-Fi of my phone. Hopefully that works. I don't know what's been going on. Something has. I don't know if I want to use Prismacolors in here. They work weird. I tried. I might go to my polys. Or I might go Holbein. I have a Holbein's behind me. Because these Prismacolors, I don't know. They're doing something weird with the paper. You're there? Okay, good. Make sure you're there, because I don't know. They're doing something weird with the paper and I don't like it, so I'm gonna switch. They work weird on this paper. Now watch you get on here and use Prismas for hers and it works just fine for her, but me and these pencils, we don't get along very well. And I be trying. I do sometimes, but it is just something about them that don't work in certain paper with me. And it's probably just me. And my sister, her pictures come out pretty good with Prismacolors. Everybody else's, when you get to mine, it's like I have to fight with mine. So okay. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna swap pencil brands because whoop, I know that pencil's probably shattered all throughout the core and back again. Let me grab my polys because Or no, before I grab my polys, I'm gonna grab my Holbeins. But I'm about to put these Prismas up. I know that for a fact because no ma'am. But anyway, yeah, the Sims is fun. I haven't played in like a couple months, but I like the Sims. And Mary said there's another game coming out that's kind of like the Sims too. So I'm gonna look into that. Now, Mary, I don't remember if you said that game was gonna be multiplayer, the one that's coming out that's like the Sims. Do you know if it's gonna be multiplayer or not? Cause I feel like, hey Jamie, I feel like the Sims need some more multiplayer to it. And it's not enough. So I tried to use my prisoners on here and they were driving me crazy. So I'm using Holbeins. And we're gonna see how they work in here. And I also tried something different. I turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone because the stream decided it wanted to start doing some stuff. So I turned it off just to see what is happening with if it's my internet or if it's just you know, me. Or if it's StreamYards. I don't know what it is, but for now, hey View, the link's there if you want to jump in. I turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone so that the stream should be running smooth. And I'm gonna keep it off until I'm finished because now that it's running smooth, it looks like it is moving along just fine. So if you want to hop on, yeah, I heard The Sims 5 will have multiplayer. I cannot wait. I was like, yes, because it should have been it after 3. I was like, okay, all right, we're gonna get multiplayer. You know, it's a new game. We're getting multiplayer. We haven't gotten multiplayer, and I'm like, it's due time. Oh yeah, you didn't get my message on Instagram, View. And I will leave it at that. But yeah, it came all right. Um, uh, you like, yeah. Just check your Instagram message, and then yeah, yeah. But hey, uh, yeah. I am. I don't even know if I want to actually actively talk about the issue with that, but yeah. Uh, did you find your book, View? I don't want you all thinking I'm crazy or like, anything like that. So I think it's probably best that I not. You found it? Yay! Okay. I'm trying to see what color is this because I'm gonna need this color. This is Sky blue. Let me grab this forget me not and see. Why is it purple? Oh, you just found it. Okay. I'm glad you found it because I know you have been looking. You know, I'm not crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna wait until View get up on here, and we gonna we gonna ask View what well no, it's not that it wasn't safe, and it's funny because I was just telling my sister, I was like, yeah, we was all on the chat, and I was telling him, he normally gets nice gifts and how excited I was for it, and y'all, and it's not even the gift itself that kind of rubbed my nerve a little bit. But we let me move this stuff out the way. I might as well get that part out the way right now. So he sent me my gift. It came, right? So let me just grab it. Yeah. So at first I was gonna just like do, remember how I was like, I'm gonna pop open, and peek just to make sure it was safe, and then I was gonna open it with you guys. But then I was like, let me make sure, because I know sometimes Amazon do weird stuff. So I was like, let me make sure, you know, it's, whatever, whatever. So I crack it open, and I don't know if any of you, besides you and my sister, have. Oh, hold on. Let me grab you. Hold on. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So aside from View and my sister, I don't know if any of you have seen my Amazon wish list yet. So I pop open the box, and this is what I see. So my first mind was like, oh, I already have this set. And then I was like, uh-oh. I was like, I already have this set. Now, not only do I already have this set, but I have this set and I don't really care for it. Um, you guys know we was like talking in one of my streams how I was saying I don't really like just plain acrylics. I like acrylic gouache. Like, it's a whole difference, blah, blah, blah. So, but my main thing was like, uh-oh, I already have this set. So I texted him. I was like, hey, I was like, I got your gift, thank you, et cetera, et cetera. I gave him all the thank yous and everything. And I said, just to let you know, I already have this set, just so that maybe he wanted to return it and change it for something else, or, whatever, get his money back, whatever, whatever. He texted me back and was like, oh, well, you have two now. So I was like, okay, it's fine, thank you, I appreciate it, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't want to get into the whole, I didn't want to be like, well, I already have this set and I don't like it and I don't use it and you wasted your money. I didn't want to get into all of that with him. But I was just like, it's okay. But the main reason I didn't like the set was because it's more like a kid paint type of thing. You guys know how like the kid paint is. So it's like that. So I don't really care for it.
Yeah, it's
Um
like studio, and you like
It, girl, it ain't even studio.
Oh, let me be quiet.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I appreciate everything my little brother does for me. But I was just trying to let him know like I already have it, But um, it's here. I got a second set. Now I will say I will probably use the I mean, I guess I can show you guys what it all came with. I will probably use like it came with like the little art sponges. I'll probably use those. Let me just crack it open. So, the packaging is cool. This palette I probably won't use because I'm a little concerned about it. Um, these I might use these for like some things on my you know, my art stuff. You know how we do. We stamp and dip and paint and do all kinds of texture backgrounds and whatnot. So the sponges I might use. This paint I know I don't like, so I'm not even gonna open it. Um, the one I got didn't come with brushes, so I may test out the brushes to see how they are. Um, yeah, and oh, by the way, Jade, mom of boys in chat, that's my sister, my older sister. So you guys know. And it was
And
kind of
he
like,
came.
it was kind of like his rude response. It was just like, oh well, you have another one. Like, too bad, you know. And it's, but anyway, like I said, I appreciate everything, and I'll probably get some use out of these brushes if nothing else. Cause you guys know I use acrylic gouache, and you're supposed to use synthetic brushes, and these are synthetic brushes.
Oh,
So
that's
I,
good.
so
Yeah.
I will probably use them. They feel a little soft, but I gotta clean them and whatnot first. They have a very like potent odor to them, but I think it'll be gone if I like leave it open. Maybe, hopefully, but I can't take the smell right now, so I'm gonna close it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like
Let it air out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's gonna air out like in the living room because this room is a little bit. I mean, it's big, but it's not big enough for me to be choking and dying off of. It's like melted plastic kind of smell. I don't know,
Oh yeah, I know that smell.
but and it's like super super strong. But yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know. Let me pop y'all bubble since mine was popped because we was all excited. Um, you know,
Can you send it back anyway?
I don't think so. There was no gift receipt or anything in it. Um, so
Because you
like
already have it.
I know, I
I,
know, I know, but you know, so
I
um,
thought it came through Amazon, right?
uh huh, his
I thought
Amazon.
Amazon will let you send it back and then give you a credit. Maybe they don't want you to know how much it is or something like that, but at least give you a store credit or something.
I don't know, but there was no you know how sometimes it has like the little gift receipt in there, so like if you do want to return it, it
I
wasn't
th-
in there. There's not one in there, so I can't
I think
even.
you can. I think like if when the question if you ask, I got a gift that I already have.
Uh huh.
And what do I do? Like in the search bar or the Amazon thing, I think they answered that because I think the same thing happened to one of my cousins that their wedding registry got kind of mixed up and they ended up getting stuff and they didn't know who sent whatever and they sent it back. Somehow there was an email or something that they sent and they just still didn't know who sent what, but they were able to exchange stuff or something like that. But this was so long ago, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can check it out
Yeah,
at worst because I was, and I didn't want to sound like rude or like I didn't appreciate it or anything.
yeah.
But, because like I said, I appreciate everything he does. He always gets me good gifts and, but, I don't know his situation, but I just wanted to let him know, like, I didn't want him to waste his money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On
For
something
something
that
that you
I.
already had. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
I think you can do it anonymously because I think she did it and nobody even knew. Because, like, I guess years later she had some kind of thing and somebody was like, I bought her that. And then somebody said, no, I bought her that. But she didn't know who bought her what. But she exchanged it for something else.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. And nobody knew. She didn't know who had bought her the same thing twice. And it was a big old thing. But this was when Amazon first started. So I'm sure they have something even better now.
Okay.
Yeah, so try that, and see, or Google it at least and see if there's some way. Because you're an Amazon member, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll do something because they don't want you to have something extra, because they want to make money. Because hopefully they're gonna think that you take back whatever you got and they add some more money to it and buy something else that costs more. They're
Right.
going right, and if it's not used, they definitely want it if it's not used. So that's how I would look at it. So that's just me.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be like he wasted his money or anything.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we gonna think about it. That you can at least change it. Because even I've worked retail. Like even if somebody, well, that's when they had a receipt. But I think because it's online and they have the receipt, they know. I think you should be able to use it to get something else. So I do. I really do. So okay.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
So let me see if I did that page. No, I know I didn't. So
You
now,
did?
what
Okay.
are you using? What are you using?
I was using Prismacolor and I found myself rapidly getting annoyed, so I switched to Holbein's.
Yeah, I knew the Prismas weren't gonna last. I already knew. Now, this was the page that I did already. I don't like them because I colored them in weird colors. But the pages that you were saying that you wanted to color, I had already colored. Well, you didn't say you wanted to color that one. You said you wanted to color that one. I had already colored it.
Okay.
Um, I had already colored this one. I wish I could color it again because I don't like the colors. You looked at this one. This one I don't know. This one you didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
This one you didn't do. This one it was too many feathers.
Yep.
This one I think you looked at, but you was like, "This is the one." I didn't do this one. Okay, but let me just make sure. This one I thought was actually interesting. Also,
I like that one too, but it's a lot of flowers.
it's a lot, and I know that you didn't like the flowers. But this one, all them snakes. This one was like something to do by yourself. I don't like them cards. The Sphinx is okay. The squid. So at least you'll know which pages that I've done if we do another color along. Um,
I was
I
looking at
hate
that
this
Anubis
page.
page too.
Huh?
I was looking at that Anubis page, the Egyptian one.
This one?
Yeah. No, not that one. Not the creepy bunny rabbit.
Oh, this one? The Sphinx?
No, the Anubis with the
What
pyramids.
is an Anubis?
The Egyptian god Anubis. He has pyramids in the back. That one, right there.
Oh, okay. I think you might have a delay. Okay, I might have a delay. Not you. I might have one. Okay, yeah, this one. I like this one. I saw my coloring corner with Renee color this one, and it was gorgeous.
I don't know if
Um,
mine will be color and corner with Renee quality, but you know.
I know she's excellent, and I hate this. This page seems like it should not be in his book.
The creepy rabbit.
Why did he do this? Like, why did he add that to his? I mean, it's just like somebody just doing great, 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 and then all of a sudden it's like, here's something I did when I was in the second grade.
It's almost like he needed it to fill the pages, maybe.
But he could have just left the page blank, and I'd have been happy.
It
Look at this thing. This is, I know
is.
it's
It is
horrible.
creepy looking.
Now I like the Hercules one. Now this one is on the little
This one,
compass thing.
the Hercules one, yes, we need to do that one next.
Yes. Well, I was looking at
Mhm.
yours. Now I started the that one. The horse one is so many horses. We got all them wings. This one I like. This reminds me of something in Kirby's book. He's got a double page of this type of thing. And that one I hadn't done. This I'm kind so this is the one that we're doing. But then let me just make sure I show you the ones that I had touched so that you'll know. Um, some of these pages just do not seem like they should be a part of this page. I love bubbles.
Oh, with the fish. Wait,
No, this
let me look
one
at
is
my phone.
great.
Okay, because my phone's more ahead. What is that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the Asian lady. Yeah.
I love this one.
So do you want to do that one next, or you want to do Hercules next? Where is it at?
Oh, well, you picked the one that we're doing now, so maybe I'll pick. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I like how you did this one.
Which one is that? Oh, the Viking guy.
I loved how you did that one. I'll do that one on my own.
This book, we can probably finish this book. It's a lot of patterns on some of these pages, though.
This is how I did the owl
This
one.
guy.
Yeah, I love how you did that one. I do. I love how you did that one. I'll do that one on my own. But I
And
love how
believe
you.
it or not, I did this one with Prismacolors. I don't know
Oh,
how the heck I managed to do it, but
and you didn't do a tutorial or nothing on that one, huh?
I don't think so.
I'm going to do that one. I did the owl one. I know you said you're kind of sick of owls or something like that. It was a lot. I did the
Yeah,
owl one.
I didn't want to do the owls, but that yours came out
Yeah,
cute. I like
and I
yours.
did the skeleton. I mean the what is it? A scarecrow? You
I started it,
yeah.
and it
And
probably
I
won't be
think
finished until like October.
And then this is the magician lady.
The magician lady. Oh yeah, I haven't done her yet either.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Where's she at? Right here. I haven't done her yet.
Mm-hmm. So those are the pages that I did, and those are the pages that you did. So now you'll see what I'm working with.
Okay.
So we're doing this one.
Let me see. Yeah, that's the one we're doing now, the pirate guy. And then you want to do the Asian lady next?
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let me see what I'm gonna do with this one. Let me just put a
Oh,
piece of paper between
Mary
them.
said you got your art book yesterday? Which one? The one that I've been going working through? Mary? I know. Is she even still in here? I know she like I was talking to you and you ain't even I'm sorry.
Hey, Mary. I saw her, and then I didn't see her no more. Hey, Mary. I
Yeah,
love me
Mary
some
over there
Mary.
playing the Sims. She don't want to join us because she's playing her Sims. So we'll catch her on the
Wait,
flip
Mary
side.
plays video games too.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I not know that? How did I not know that?
That just means that you
Mary,
have to get you a video game and play too.
I know. I say I talk to Mary. I talk to Mary more than I talk to you. And I see you and Mary talk more to each other than y'all talk to me.
Well, no, I think I don't know. I'm like no, I think I probably talked to you guys about the same. I have talked to
Uh,
Mary on the phone though. Um,
oh,
she
I
kept me
talk to
company
Mary
one day
through.
while I was at work because I
I
was
do
kind of
her. I
busy.
talk to her through the Instagram, the video. Sometimes we'll pop a video in because she's showing me the sewing stuff, and it's easy to see,
Yeah.
than to just describe it. Okay. And so you're using the whole binds. What you using?
Yeah, I'm using the Holbeins, or apparently they're correctly pronounced Holbein, but I'm never gonna call them that. That sounds weird. So I'm using
I never
Holbein.
heard anybody say Holbein.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
Holbein pencil. A
Mm-hmm.
Holbein.
Yep.
That sounds
See, us in the
risque.
in the in the coloring community, apparently we've been calling it Holbein.
Yeah.
But if you go to the flip side and watch the actual, like, well, I don't want to say actual because we're artists and colors are artists too. But if you go to like the people who draw and like
Hmm.
do their own art, they
Hmm.
all call it Holbein.
Okay. I ain't mad at them.
And I mean, if you look at the spelling, it does look like Holbein. So I think maybe we've just been saying it wrong on this side of the globe.
Well, English, we always mess up everything. I
Mm-hmm.
know people in other countries are sick of us because we mess stuff up. We mess stuff up all the time. And then we got ebonics and stuff. They're
Yep.
like, I know they think we sound like the gutter language over here.
Uh-huh. Don't make one bit of sense to them. And they're probably like, what are they
Mm.
saying over there?
I
I
just
was,
moved my microphone over. Can you hear me better now?
yeah, I hear you about the same.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay.
This parrot is kind of creepy. I don't know if I want him to be like red and green. I mean, I know that's like the color of parrots, or like whatever the pirate birds are. Are they macaws? I don't know. Whatever this bird is, I don't know if I want it to be. I think I want him to be either brown with maybe like some other color sprinkled in, or white for some
They
reason.
come
I
in
don't.
different colors, so yeah, you can do whatever. I'm trying to figure out where my pencils are that I want to color. Yeah, they come in different colors. That's why I like to, I started doing the reference photos, and I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, these things can be in all these different colors. I'm like, ooh, because I always think of yellow, orange, and green, and I'm like, I get sick of those same colors for the daggone bird too.
See, and I don't even like. I think I did like a couple of birds, like the little parakeet in what book was that? Symphony of Cute Animals. I did them yellow and blue. But like my parrots, I always end up doing them like red and green, and I'm like, okay, I'm sick of the red and green. Plus, I think it might be a little bit too bright for the color palette I have in mind for this. So I might do like white. It got super quiet. You still there? Oh my god, now I can't hear anything. If you guys can hear me, say so in the chat. Because I don't know. Oh my goodness.
I can hear you through over here, but I'm on the platform, so maybe it might be different, but I can hear you.
Okay. And I'm like, I'm over here. I'm all late with the. What is happening here? Okay, here we go. My chat is late. Lord, geez. You keep telling me to check my phone. I can't. I'm recording from my phone. You goofball. I don't know what on my phone you want me to check, but I'm recording from it, so I can't because it is actually working, and I don't want it to, you know, if I touch it, it's gonna be like, oh, she's making adjustments. Let me stop working, and I refuse to do that. So, what
I just
pencils are you using, View? Because you're just rattling away.
Well, no, no, you rattled away, but I actually been asking who gave me these watercolor pencils, and I finally found out who. And I know who it is that gave it to me because I remember chatting with them, but I couldn't remember. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was just on my live and I was chatting um, with Linda B,
Mm-hmm.
and um, she told me who it was that sent these to me. Miss Donna Hughes. She sent me
Mm.
these like 3 years ago, four years
The
ago.
Albrecht Duer.
Yes. She
Oh.
was the one that sent these to me, and I kept saying, I know who sent it to me. I gotta Google and see and check the emails and all that. And I swear, you know how you just know people that are around you and you just feel safe with? I could
Uh-huh.
not remember the name of the person who sent this to me, and I've been asking in some of my videos, and then finally I was on a live just now while you were on yours, and she said Donna Hughes had said that I sent those to her, and I wanted to know so much because I didn't want to have to go through the research. So I definitely have to do a special shout out, thank you video because I wouldn't be using watercolors if she hadn't sent me those. I know I like them, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna cry later. I'm gonna take these and put these on my pillow now that I know who sent them to me. And I think I knew, but you know how you just time goes by so fast, you forget things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna
Mm.
use these. I'm gonna color with these here. The butt
Okay.
plugger.
The oh, I don't even want to know.
The
The what?
brute funders. I call them the butt pluggers.
Oh, I forgot about those. I have those too somewhere.
I know. We were gonna color in the mythic book with them. Yeah.
But I don't know what I did with them.
Oh, you don't know what you did with it? Well, you didn't send them to me. Okay.
No, you know what? I haven't opened your box back, but no, I don't think they're in your box.
No, no, no. I'm
Um,
saying you. No, I'm saying you know how you just say like I was saying. Donna sent me the Faber Castell. No,
right,
you
right.
didn't. Right.
Do you want to know what's in your box? Like whenever you open it?
No,
No.
because
Okay.
because
Okay.
I now your box is not as great as the box that you're sending me, but your box is something, and I gotta send it. But your box is something different. But your
Yeah.
art part of the box is gonna be your birthday gift part. So we're not gonna tell each other. We're not gonna keep it. We're gonna
Okay.
keep it. We're gonna do a R. Kelly. Keep it on the down low.
Now I might need to switch your box to a bigger box.
Oh, well,
Because I
okay.
have
We're
to
not gonna
reopen
talk.
it. Plus, I have to put other things in it. So
Listen to you. I'm going. No, no, we're not going to talk about this.
yeah.
Okay. So
So we
you're not
gonna
going to do your.
get it together.
Yeah, you're not going to do your bird traditional color. I'm thinking. Let me look at the reference bird because
Yeah.
I really.
Tell me what colors you come across, cause I don't know. I
Yeah.
might
Let
do
me
the
pick a
bird ride.
bird. Let me give you the bird.
Cause I didn't do not. Usually, I don't do any research when I come in with my my on my coloring books. I usually just pop right in and just start. You know. I probably should
Well,
pay
I do
attention
that too. I
doing
do that
content.
too, but I just started looking because I see other people coloring and they have reference things. Now I'm going to tell you who does it. Leslie Lady Hawk. She'll research and she'll have a reference thing. And I'm like, girl, why don't you do that, Pamela? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, like usually my ideas, and I'm that's another thing I'm trying to practice, like in my with my sketchbook too. Pulling
Mm-hmm.
up a dang on reference, because I be trying to draw stuff from memory, and like the little elephant I drew, something about him is off, and I had to look back at him again,
Mm-hmm.
and and I couldn't do anything but laugh. But it's his trunk. I think
What's
it's
wrong
in
with his trunk?
I think it's in the wrong place, or I think it needs to be like connected because it's like part of his mouth, so it needs to be girl the trunk. I was looking at I
Oh,
was looking at reference pictures, and I was like, that is not how that. And I knew
his mouth
something.
is the trunk. Yeah, his mouth is the trunk
Yeah,
at the
so
bottom part.
so it needs to be. I don't know, but I was looking at him, and I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And
Yeah,
I was
but he
like,
can twist his mouth. He can.
yeah.
I thought he was twisting his mouth in yours.
I
Yeah.
mean, he is because he's scared, but his trunk is detached from it, and it's supposed to. Girl.
It said I done broke down the trunk. Oh Lord.
And me too, because I kept going back looking at him. I was like, what is wrong? And I couldn't figure it out. I said, gosh dang it. I said, why don't you just pull up a picture of a dang old elephant? And I need to practice doing that. I guess, I don't know. Part of me is just like, you can't draw an elephant from memory. What's wrong with you? But I don't know.
I think
No,
I'm gonna do
apparently I
this.
can't.
I think. Well, it takes a minute because memory. Like, because how often do we see elephants in real life? I mean, besides a
True.
movie or something, or
Yeah,
you know.
you're right.
So you have to excuse yourself for that. It's okay.
Because he is funny looking. I was like, let me figure out what's wrong with him.
But it's
Before I.
coloring. It's a cartoon. It's cartoon. So they can be however you want them to be. That's what I like about artists and having the ability to color and draw things however they want.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like, okay, but I don't want to hear that. Okay.
Well, I want them to at least look at him and be able to tell he's an elephant and not a weird looking one. You know? I
No.
don't know.
I think I'm gonna do this in the traditional parrot macaw kind of look. See now on here, okay, so I could do the black beak, but on this one it's got lines around the eye part, and I can see one line, so maybe I can do another. Where's my pencil? I don't have my drawing pencil with me, but I thought I had another pencil. See, okay, so I can do lines there, and then yeah, I think I'm gonna do him the traditional blue, but
Jamie
I
says
don't.
the zoo. Yeah, I need. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Take a trip to like a zoo. I don't know if we have zoos out here in Vegas. We got
Yeah, you
uh,
do. I've been to Vegas.
little aquariums or something. But
Hmm.
take a trip to the zoo. Take my sketchbook with me, or at least a
Yeah.
camera, and get some reference stuff. I don't know if you can take pictures
Oh,
at the
look at
zoo.
this one. This is pretty. Yeah, y'all have everything because Arizona is the perfect tropical weather. Yeah, you got a lot of exotic animals. I actually like this teal, this that blue for the
Ooh, that one's pretty.
yeah.
I don't know if it'll fit my page, but that's definitely pretty.
And and this one actually looks more like this one. I wouldn't have to do too much with this one.
Yeah, this one looks like you can put some different colors because he broke it up. Like the feathers is kind of sectioned off
Mhm.
and the body, so you can kind of get away with some.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do it like that, but I'm gonna base coat it with the yellow and then the teal blue, and then put the green up there, and then I'll do the lines there. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do it like that. As
So
I as I
are you starting with the bird?
mm-hmm.
Mm, adventurous.
I
I'm
know.
starting with the easy stuff. I thought he said his
Well, I
skin
didn't want to
survived.
start. I was looking at yours and I was like, I don't want to start with the sail. I want to go for the big meaty part because the bird is like the first thing you see. Like if you look at the depth of this picture,
Mm-hmm.
like if you were walking up on it, you would get to his shoulder and you get to the bird first, and then his ship and his hat is a little bit further behind it.
Yeah.
So I want to draw what I want to color what's out front first. If that makes any sense. That's
Yeah, it
from my
does.
art schools from the 80s. Yeah.
And then, okay, I know this is like part of his shirt, but what is this other foolishness that's going on here off to the side?
Okay, where? Let me see.
Right underneath the bird. Like, what is this?
That's some extra scarves, and then that one thing that with the ratted with the knots and stuff. That's his hair.
Yeah, I got that part, but what extra
That,
scars from where?
that's some scars from just being wrapped up as a pirate. Oh, you know what? It looks like it might be a leaf. Well, no, it's like look at
And
this
what are
leaf.
they connected to? Lord, here we go with trying to figure these pictures out.
I know, and that's the fun part of it because we don't really know.
Because
But
I want to say it's coming out of his hair.
I'm thinking it's around his neck, and then because his head is so big and the parrot is in the way, we don't see the other part of where it connects. I think the scarf is under
Because
his.
this isn't his hair, right? This loop, whatever this is. So maybe this
No,
loop is part of
that's
whatever this
that's
is.
the
And
hat. That's part of his ship. Hmm.
what in the world?
His hair is nowhere up. His hair now this little piece right here above his eyebrow is his hair.
What
This little
this? Yeah. So let me grab something that's not gonna put a mark on the book. So this is his hair.
yeah,
I don't
and you
think
see
this
his
is.
ear. That's his ear. Look
What's
right
his
below the
ear?
parrot. That's his ear. Hmm.
Oh shoot! This.
That big thing is
Shut
his
up! Are
ear.
you serious?
That's what it looks like to me. Yeah,
Oh
because you
my
can see the
goodness!
inner part of his ear. That's a big piece of meat, ain't it? That's a
It
big piece of
is.
ear
That's what I'm
meat.
like. I can add a whole earring on there and everything.
Uh-huh. And then
It
the
doesn't
rest
even
of
look
it
like it's
is
connected to
material.
his face, though. What in the world is
Because
going
he's
on?
got so much hair. And then look at his hair behind the bird.
Jamie
See
said
all
it's too small for her to see. Girl, we trying to figure out this section here. This. That's
that's a
apparently an
scarf.
ear.
That's his ear. And the rest of it is just a scarf. Because I've tucked my scarves in the neck of my coat. You just tuck it in there just for protection for and this smell look like it smell is dirty. It's the old dirty scarves.
Lord have mercy. Okay, that's gonna be last part for sure.
Let me find the color for this parakeet. Let me see. This parakeet is going to be a blue.
Girl,
Actually, I
don't
like
make me
this
sit and
blue. This
stress
blue is
myself out trying to figure out what color or what it even
pick
is.
this color. I know this is not the color, but I'm going to pick this color.
Scarf and collar. Yeah, I know this is the collar right here. But like you said, like y'all said, this is probably a scarf. But I was trying to figure out what the scarf was connected to.
You can't see it because his head's so big and the bird and his hair, and it's just a whole lot going on.
All right, scarf and collar it is. Cause I wasn't getting off of here until somebody figured it out.
You're like 4 hours later, she's still trying to figure out what that is. Well, it's
Mm-hmm.
a scarf. You're like, no, it's not a scarf.
I'm just sending you pictures on Instagram trying to
I know,
investigate
right?
what it
And
is.
you'll be like, why is this lady sending me this picture of this man's scarf? And I'm gonna stick to the story. It's gonna be a scarf.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stick to it.
Like
I'm
we
like,
did the other one.
oh,
We was like, okay, that's her hand, and that's what we sticking with.
right.
Did it
Oh, that
turn
was
out to
so
be her
funny.
hand, by the way? Because that was very strange.
Yeah, well, okay, this is what I did with her. Um, and I did when I was coloring it, I did make reference to it. When I end up making it. Hold on. So what it's the part of it's not a part of her hand. It is actually a part of the whatever that is, the scarf. See, because her hand stops there. that was a piece we were questioning.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually part of the banner or whatever that is. And see how her hand just goes down like that, and then they got the flower there. That piece right there is a part of the scarf or beret, or I don't know what you call it.
Trying to see what my weird self
At
does.
least that's what I thought. But you said you were going to make it part of her hand
I think what I did,
or make it part of the flower.
I think I made it one of those green dot things because I couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, the orb. I remember you
Yep.
saying that.
And that's exactly what I did because, mm-mm. But I want to add some more. I think this was one of the gold I was using or something.
Hmm.
Because right now it's just some on her, but I gotta finish all this purple stuff first.
Yeah. I just took like a weekend and just did her because I was sick of her because I didn't know how far you had gotten with yours, and I didn't want to be outshone.
Now you know I color slower than the turtle, so I
Well, but
know.
I said, let me go ahead and do something. And so I've just finished her up.
Girl,
It
you
took
know
a
it's gonna
minute.
take me like probably another year. But no, I need to go ahead and finish it because I like that page.
I like it too. And I watched a couple of YouTube videos with some people that were coloring her or had colored her, and she's beautiful. Everybody had just done such a beautiful job with her. And the artist is so talented. It's hard to not, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
do
he's
a
really
good
good.
job. Mhm.
I wish he would do another one. He's another one I'd get all his books from.
Yes.
Kirby left us hanging for a little bit. It's okay.
I know. And you know what? Now I don't even like that Alien World book.
I haven't touched it since that page, and I haven't even finished that.
I don't like it since the because I did like it is the height, but then it's like His
Yeah,
next one is coming out in September or October.
but that's like a compilation one, right? It's not like a.
Yeah, it's a compilation, and I think I wish I would have waited to get that one instead of the one that I got.
I mean, I have to see because for me it was the paper. Water
Yeah,
didn't seem to work well on it. But I have. Oh, hi Leslie. Um, I'm gonna get it together though, because like I was saying earlier, it don't make no sense. I got all these books and they just sitting here.
I'm trying to go back through and make sure that at least color the pages that I've already started because I feel like I committed to them. But I feel like I have changed up on how I'm looking at color and stuff. And it makes it kind of hard because I'm looking at something and I'm like, man, I can't believe I picked those colors or I did that. So it kind of makes it hard for me to pick up a whip and want to finish it because I can't believe I started it like that, if that
Right.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary says she got her art, but we gonna figure that book out, Mary.
All right.
But
Now,
you draw
what,
people better than I do, Mary. So you might be
yeah,
you probably don't have to start on page one like I do.
Mary loves drawing folks. What's the title of the book you got, Mary?
If she's talking about the same one that I'm thinking, she's talking about the one this one here. Oof, the same one that I was showing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Y'all want to got that fancy one. Okay.
Well, I've had it for like 3 years now. Um,
Oh, okay.
I it's kind of I use it for like my. It's basically like my staple book, really. When I'm drawing, I usually have it nearby in case I need a pose or something, and I don't know how to do said pose. Or it has a lot in it. It really does. I did a flip through.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw. I like the prompts that you were doing. I really like those.
yeah, that's gonna be fun. I might pull another one tonight before bed. That elephant was a little wonky looking though, so it probably won't be an elephant this time. It'll probably be something else. But I still have to color the elephant because the color was neon, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they wanted him to be in a boring outfit, but yet the color palette was supposed to be neon. So I don't know. I might change it up and maybe not make him make them an elephant, I'll probably pick a different animal and color the animal maybe neon, and then the clothes I'll keep them boring. Probably just like a white shirt or something. I don't know. But it
Yeah,
makes you think. That's why I like the prompts because they make you think
exactly.
totally outside of the box.
Yeah, because it's kind of awkward. You say, okay, what do I want to color? You got to, I mean, draw, and you got a blank piece of paper. And I know a lot of people get prompts by like going on a train or just sitting at a bus stop or looking at a restaurant and looking across the table. But those are kind of limited. So when you showed that book with the prompts expressing emotion and expressing background, scenery, expressing just all the different characteristics, or not even characteristics, but different things, prompts
Yeah.
that it makes you think. That's an awesome ideal. I never thought of it.
Yep. So me and Mary, we were gonna go through the book and try to figure it out. But she'll probably have a little bit of an easier time than me, like I said, because she
Yeah,
does.
I mean,
So
she loves she yeah, she's done a couple. She's got a little series herself of some artwork that she's done. Yeah.
and then they have an animal one, so that one is probably more up my alley. So I'll probably get that one next.
Mhm.
But gotta these books aren't cheap. Now when I got the one that we have, it was only like, well, I think it was sent to me, but at the time anyway on Amazon, it was only like 20 something. And I
Yeah.
think when me and Mary checked, it's like 42. So
Wow.
it jumped up, but it's still worth it. That's the crazy part. It's still worth it because um, you know, I don't like doing reviews on things that I don't, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'll do a review video for you if it don't have anything to do with my channel or, you know. So
Mhm.
when I accepted it, I was like, I was going through it. I was like, wait, I said, this book is actually, I was like, hold on, this might actually be like, and I kept it around. They sent some other ones, but this is the one that I keep and this is the one that I use, and it's very helpful, honestly. So they have a couple others like it, the animal
Mhm.
one, and another, I think two on just the characters. Um, so I think there's like four in total, aside from the one that I have, four or five.
Mhm.
So I am looking into that.
Well, that's exciting that they sent that to you, and now you're able at a time point that you can, really look at it and grasp it, and then also, use it, and then, share it. So, yeah, because it's hard when people give you something and they're just like, here. And you're like, okay. But you
Yeah,
might not be at that right time point in your life or whatever in your work and stuff to, embrace it. Yeah.
right. I think I want his hat to be blue too.
His hat.
The hat on the parrot or bird,
Oh,
whatever this thing is, because he has a hat on.
girl, hadn't even got past his hat. I'm still on here. He does have a hat
You
on.
know what?
I'm gonna have you'd have made me now I forgot what the parrot looked like. Now I'm looking at this daggone hat.
Yep, he got on the hat, and I just like kind of peeked at it, and I'm like, oh, I'm
You'd
like,
have
I think
messed me up now. Listen here.
I,
And his
I think
hat is it's a suave looking hat too.
it
You'd have messed
is.
me up. Look at
Yep.
his
I'm
hat.
going to go ahead and make this hat blue. It is nice
He got it lean to the side and everything. Look at
looking.
I wasn't even think about his hat. And look at you. Now
I
you got me
almost missed
focused.
it because I was getting ready to put the colors away and move on to something else. Then I seen the hat. I said, you know what?
You know
That
what? And then I even said when you look at the bird, you see the bird first, and you see the bird, and you see his hat, and then the pirate's hat, which is the ship, is behind the bird's hat. Girl, I didn't link the bird's hat into the ship in my mind. I'm glad to see. I'm glad you helped me with that because I wouldn't even thought anything about. I probably would have thought about it if when I started to color it, but just looking at it, I just assumed that the hat was a part of the bird. I mean, a part of his hat. I didn't know it was part of the bird's hat, but
Girl,
is it a hat that's a part of him? Because it's not attached.
it's on the bird's head. It ain't on his. It's on the bird.
But the bird is in front of the. Well, it could be wherever you want to be. See, I'm getting ready to go down the road. I'm looking at it
Yep, because
now.
I'm like, look it up. It's on his head now. So hey, or it could be. I mean,
I
it looks
think
like a
the
pirate
hat,
hat. So,
because
but
see, you see the hat going into the ship and going into this fold where there's a cloud. They have the hat there. And if
but
you
that
look
could
at it,
just be
if
a
the ship
face,
was there, then the bird would be in
girl.
front of it, and then you
Look
wouldn't.
here, it's a hat today because it has folds.
That's why coloring, you can color things however
Girl,
you want to.
look here, it's a hat today.
See,
It's too late now because it has
right.
folds. So I'm gonna assume it's a dang on hat. I don't
I think it's the cutest bird hat I ever seen in my life. How about that?
know.
But see, you see, we're looking at the same thing, but we're seeing different. Isn't that
Uh-huh.
something?
And for all we
Hmm.
know, he could have probably did it like that on purpose. He probably like, y'all figure
Exactly.
it out. He probably didn't even
Hmm.
know.
And see, now what this is going to do is make me Google this page to see how other people perceived
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's
And
probably a
that's
good
how I start
idea.
getting on. And then I started watching videos for about 2 hours, looking at the parrot's hat on the bird in Nick
And
Silver's
trying to
book.
trying to see what they did. Yep.
Right.
And that'd be me, especially if I don't know what something is. I'll be like, let me get on YouTube and I'll try to Google like for me, I'll Google like Fantasia coloring book pirate page and girl, it's a whole loophole I fall down trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
And see, the only reason why I looked at it like that, because I guess it was some book or some class I had, because I didn't take that many classes, girl. I was smoking weed and stuff in the 1980s when I went to college. But I remember one particular teacher would always say, when you look at something that you're drawing now, because this was drawing, not coloring. We didn't have these fancy coloring books and stuff when I
Hmm.
was, but he would always say, when you look at something, make sure that you look behind it, if that makes any sense. It'll let you know
Yeah.
what's behind it. It will let you help you color or draw what's in front of it. I don't know how he said it, but that's what I remember. So
Hmm.
when I look at stuff, I always look at what's behind it so that I can get the big picture of whatever. So, and I always say that I apply it to other things in life.
Hmm.
Like people always say, well, what's the big picture? Like you do presentations for whatever you do at work or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you're trying to push your ideal, and then somebody say, well, what's the big picture? And you have to, present all angles.
Right.
Anyway, but all of this stuff is linked to coloring. I have no idea in my own mind. I have no idea. Let me just be quiet.
No, you making sense.
Okay, that's the scary part. All right, let me switch up this bird. Let me see. He's got some blue on his head.
And it's so funny because you normally do like the nice bright colors and
Hmm.
vibrant, and mine are always all muted and dark
I
and
like your
cartoony.
colors better than my colors. I hate that I do the bright colors, bubbles. I really do. I
Really?
feel funny calling you bubbles, but girl, I hate using those colors because it's just like, girl, you could have calmed it down a little bit. I can't help. I just can't help it. It drives me nuts.
But like I don't know if you because I usually keep my pencils in the same order that they come
No,
in the package usually,
girl,
unless it's like those budget ones and they got them all flying all over the place. But
girl.
like with the Holbeins, I'll show you. I kept them in order, and I did it on purpose because I can take this page right here, this one alone,
Mhm. Mhm.
and these are my muted colors right here. That's
Okay.
it. If I need highlights, I'll come right here to my pastels, pull a highlight. If I really want to go vibrant, these are my vibrant colors.
Mhm.
I have some muted blues in here that I pull from, but all I need is this right here,
I
and I
see, and you
can.
pull that out a lot.
Mhm.
Did I show you my pay? I didn't do it, but I got my. And for you all that's out here in the YouTube audience that is watching, I did purchase these sheets with my own money, didn't I?
Yep, yep. Oh, you
I
printed
bought
yours in
them.
color. Okay.
I huh?
I said you printed it in color.
Yes. See, I was hoping you would notice. I
I
sure did
know.
because
Let
I
me write
printed
you.
them
I was like,
before.
let me slap some gold and see who's gonna
And
print it
you
in color.
did.
Turned out
And when
so.
I printed it out, I was like, "Oh, that's not popping like the hers." And I was like, "Oh, because you didn't select color, Pamela. Duh." So then I went back and printed it and go. Now I didn't print it on my normal cardstock that I normally do these pages in because I ran out of the cardstock paper. But
Uh,
anyway, so I said I'm just going to practice with these. So I just printed out 4 pages, and I did print it out in the beautiful gold. I
hmm
did one page and I was doing a video with it, but I didn't like how because I started babbling about something that they had nothing to do with nothing. Probably was talking about some beef sector stuff, and I probably cussed. And I said, "Let me." So I didn't put that one up, but I do want to do a nice conversation about these pages that you have. I really like them.
Cool. I'm glad you like them because I'm working on right now. I'm still doing the blues.
Hmm.
Trying to come up with some combos for blues. I need to write this one down. And I could have just pulled because I have some. So I could have just pulled some for this jacket, but I kind of knew like I wanted it to look kind of like a jean jacket. But I do have some blues for Derwent,
Oh,
light fast, and I think I have some blues for who do I have blues for? There is my light fast color thing. I was looking for that color chart. I knew it was missing. I have some for Holbein. I have some for the polys. Oh, I guess that's all I have blue combos for. Ain't that sad? That's why I was doing them because I don't have a lot. Okay, let me get back to that. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. But yep, I need to
well, that's
grab
good.
white. This white. Let's see. Okay, I don't like using this soft white. It makes me nervous, so I'm just gonna grab regular white. I have. Where's my blender? I haven't seen my blender in I don't know how long. I don't know
Which
what.
which blender?
It might any of them, honestly.
Oh, I
It,
came by and took them. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you.
I mean,
You
somebody
left the
must.
door open, so I just went in and took what I wanted.
I probably stuck it somewhere. Wow. Guess where it is? That's so embarrassing.
So I'm trying
I
to
didn't even do
find.
it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I found it somewhere stupid, but I found it. Okay. Okay. Let me just sharpen it because it looks a mess. Okay. Let me just. Well, and it broke. And let me tell you how I'm about to put this back in here and use it because these blender pencils are not cheap.
No, they're not. I have almost every brand and they are not cheap at all. Oh, I lost the page I was coloring on. Hold on.
I don't even think I can use it because it's not working right. Girl, no. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna call her Mel Pamini, or I might just go back to calling her the lady who drew Circle of Life because I'm not about to embarrass myself trying to say that last name. That's crazy. It's hard, like you said. I'm like, no. I think it's probably easier for someone who's probably like from wherever she's from, but for me, no, ma'am. I was like, Jamie set me up. This is a set up for real. I was like, okay. I was like, nope. I did try though. I was like, and then I realized I was sitting there sounding stupid, and I was like, never mind.
Okay, I lost the page that I was doing the bird with, but I found another one. It looks like it's the same one, but I think it's at a different angle. So
She's
I
from
know.
Greece. Yeah. See, so I wasn't gonna be able to. Girl,
Hmm.
Jamie, she has sent me the link to try to pronounce Mel Pamini's last name.
Oh yeah.
I
The
was sitting
circle
here
of
trying.
life lady.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what I'm gonna go back to calling her because I did try. I was like, no, no. I was sitting here trying to pronounce it and sounding stupid each and every time it came out of my mouth, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna keep calling her Mel Pamini or Mel or the lady who draws Circle of Life.
Did
Cause
you
no,
get her new book on her mandolin? I thought I saw you with one of her new books.
Enchanted Earth, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Enchanted Earth. Okay, yeah.
Enchanted Earth is her newest one. I have it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think Circle of Life was still her best one.
Okay.
Um, I don't really know. I feel like this one is a little bit too small on some of those pages, but I think I'm just gonna stick to my water-based markers in that one because it's too small for me to be trying to figure everything out. Yeah, Kirby's name is another one. So a lot of people call him Kirby Roseanne's, but I think it's Kirby
It's
Roseanne.
Rosanna's. It's Rosanna's.
Yeah, I don't think it's Roseanne's, but a lot of people says it that way. And I don't know.
No, it's not Roseanne's. It's Rosanna's. Yeah,
Hmm.
because it's he's not I don't
From
know
here
what country
either,
he's
I
from.
don't think.
It's like pronounced kind of like more Latin.
Yeah,
So at least in my mind, that's what it is. If because I do know a little bit of Spanish,
I
and
mean by the spelling, it looks Spanish. Yeah,
yeah. So if I'm looking at that name, it's Rosanna's, and
yep.
I know I'm not putting the inflection on the right vowels, but it's Rosanna's.
Well, I mean, we're saying it better than some people. But we just
I know,
Roseanne.
right?
I'm like, I think you're missing some syllables, but
Well, it's YouTube. No, everybody's perfect. Everybody's a doctor or expert at everything.
right. Oh, he's
I love
Filipino.
that.
Okay, but I think
Yeah,
even
everybody.
some of the Filipino know Spanish too, right? Because I have a coworker. He's Filipino, but he speaks Spanish too.
Yeah, Filipino. Yeah, him and Nick Filbert. Yeah, I think Nick
Yeah,
Filbert is from the.
yeah. I know Nick, and he got a name too. Like his
Yeah,
that last.
that's why we call him Nick Filbert. He says his American short name is Nick Filbert.
Yeah, because I would never. And I told him
And
when
it's a beautiful name. I try to pronounce people that have different names than what I'm used to. I try to pronounce them at least once a month, especially if it's somebody that I like, but it's hard. Now, you know what? There is not a yellow in these brute funders that is comparable to this bird. This is more like a orangey yellow. Oh,
mm,
and so I'm looking at the colors that I have.
hmm
Guess the closest one would be this one, and this one is. Oh, the names are in Chinese. Okay, never mind. But it's this one. It's one. Right. We talked about Latin and American and Spanish. We're not even getting to Chinese, are we?
right.
You know,
That's outside my range.
me
I heard a lot of
too.
people tell me, "Oh well, you know some Japanese, you should know Chinese." I'm like, no, it's not even the same thing. Not even close. Like there's like Japanese. I think is more close to Korean than it is Chinese.
I think I'm gonna have to use three colors to try to come up with that one color that's like the color of this bird. Now
Yeah,
I
that
know
looks more like an
Prismacolor has
orangey
a color
yellow,
that's
like a
exact like
sunset
that.
yellow.
Huh?
That looks more like an orangey yellow or like a sunset yellow.
Yeah. And I know Prismacolor has a color just like that. So I'm just gonna do a light, but I'm gonna use a couple of other colors with it too. And why am I trying to be all exact and stuff, girl? I mean, slap some color on here and be done with it.
Uh huh.
It's because I'm on your channel. I'm trying to be ladylike over here.
I'm just here. I had to come back on though and show you guys that. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, my poor brother, he probably over there stressing out about something.
Oh, I think y'all will work it out.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him, but it was the comment for me that kind of annoyed me, and I'm like, this boy. But he younger brother, so
Yeah.
okay. So I think I want to do. I want to do this belt thing. I think I'm gonna make it. What is this on? Hold on, there's another one that can sometimes smear when I use my blender, especially with
Oh,
glue. Um, it's more of like I wouldn't say smear, but like when you blend it, it does this thing, and it's kind of annoying. Um, I think I want a brown for the belt, and that same brown I'm gonna use probably for the boat. Probably. Because I think I want him to be an old man. So I think I want his beard to be like gray ish.
yeah. His face does look really old and weathered and tattered.
Yeah. 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 At
Yeah,
least you
like the sea and the wind and the salt water and everything just made his skin like leather. You know,
know.
he needs some moisturizer.
Yep. Yep. He got a crack going down the side of his face and everything. So, and it's the ear for me
I know. When I said the ear, you kind of like fainted a little bit, I think.
because it
I
looks
said
like
it's
a
the ear. You was
detached
like,
from
what?
his head.
You said what? Yes.
Yeah. Uh.
You said
Oh.
the ear. I was like, yeah, girl, that's the ear.
And excuse me, but is this a leaf coming out of the water
Where? This
underneath
right here? Oh, right
by the
here?
hat?
Of course it's a leaf.
Coming out of the seawater.
Mm-hmm. It's algae.
It don't look like these coloring
I'm trying to
pages
add
are
some
starting to
rationalization and I'm
stress
trying
me
to add some
out.
rationalization in this. It's algae. It's seaweed.
It's starting to stress me out. Lord have mercy.
I'm trying
See,
to
it
calm
doesn't
you
even look
down.
like seaweed, and it's only one. Mm,
Yeah, it's a
mm.
big piece of seaweed. It's fantasy we coloring.
Yeah. Okay, it's a piece of seaweed that lost its way, huh?
You thought I was gonna say it was a philodendron or ivy?
Girl, it looked like a big old tropical leaf that someone plucked out of a jungle and stuck it on the side of his hat in the
Mhm.
middle of the sea.
I'm just gonna assume it's algae, seaweed.
I'm gonna have to roll with that too because
It's gonna
it's
go in
just
my
one.
smoothie. If I ever meet it, I will put it right in my smoothie and turn the ninja on and drink it.
It looks poisonous.
And more the better. It'll just take
Yeah,
me
Jay,
out.
I bet you would start. I told you just jump right in and you go back into YouTube. Like, why not? My sister does YouTube too. She just doesn't know what she wants to do with her channel. She does photography and she colors too. But I told her just get in there and do something. Anything, really. Talk. View reports on the Foolala every now and then. So.
Yeah, I know. That's when I be cussing. When I'm not cussing, I'm not reporting the foo la la. But the foo la la, it just people they I guess a lot of people don't realize that's what I made my channel on foo la la. This
Right.
coloring is a sideline.
Yeah, and I kind of want to I want mine to be more of on the art side, but my channel is mainly
Yeah,
coloring community. But you
yeah.
know, I do both still. Like when I need to take a break from like drawing, I'll pull out a coloring book, or if I don't feel like coloring my own stuff, but I want to color, I'll pull out a coloring book. Why not?
Hmm.
So I think I'm gonna grab 10 raw umber and probably sepia. Is it sepia
And
or
see,
sepia?
I can't. Oh, I love sepia. That's one of my favorite colors. But
So it's sepia, not sepia. Huh?
yeah. And
Sepia.
I can't just walk away from the area that I got started on the YouTube with just because I like
Yeah,
doing something else. Because
and that's how I feel.
I was at a different point. I was at the 10K range. I mean, I can't just start my channel over and just start coloring and not uh
Doing what
doing
you were
whatever.
there for.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my whole channel isn't based on cussing. I mean, I shared my whole life on this thing, and just because people are just getting to know me coloring in the coloring community, they're like, "Oh my God, she's horrible. She's got a nasty mouth." Well, some of y'all are boring as heck. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm telling you, but y'all are boring. I apologize if y'all are boring people, but I find some of y'all boring as heck. Why do I have to sit and be bored for 2 hours? Okay. I'm just saying. So I just think that everything isn't for everybody. And if you see
Right.
somebody that you don't particularly care for, you just have the beauty of watching another channel. Now, I don't want to taint Bubbles' channel with my ratchetness. So I'm over here. I'm not cussing. I'm not doing nothing. I just sit here and be nice.
No, you be you on my channel, and if anybody got a problem with it,
I
they
know
can
you'd like
leave.
for me to be mean, but I don't want to bring my ratchetness over here. I
Good
like
night,
coming over here
Leslie.
being a
Thanks for
guest.
stopping by.
Yeah. But I don't you know what I mean? I'm actually really being serious. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
I can get dressed up and go out to nice places too. I don't just sit there and freaking cut. Who does that? I don't do that.
Jamie
I
says he
like
finds 2 hour long for most people. Now, Jamie, you know my streams are like 2 hours plus long because all I do is sit here and talk. And if you is on here, it's even longer half the time.
I know. But I like coming over here. I just sit and chat. And even if I wasn't on the platform, I still would be sitting here. You over there coloring and talking. I would still have you on and listening to you chat about whatever the hell you be talking. You be talking about some stuff that's so freaking funny and you don't even realize how comedic you are.
Because you know what? It is. I don't. A lot of people tell me that. And I don't really be trying to be. But they be like, no, you are hilarious. And I really like, I'll be talking about something serious that it like made me mad or something annoying or something someone did that required
Mm-mm.
2% of common sense and they didn't use it. And they'll be like,
It's
oh, you're so
it's
funny. And I'm
funny.
like, I'm serious. you know?
Hmm. And I
But
can tell when you're really serious. And then I'm like on my mind, I'm like, girl, I'm so cracking up over here at her. And it'll be just enough to get me through whatever I'm doing, whether it's doing a report or cooking something or whatever, because I do play you. I mean, you're extremely entertaining and relaxing. So sometimes I do color along with you or I organize actually mainly when I'm watching you when I don't interact with you while you're on your live. I'm
mm-hmm.
usually trying to organize my art supplies because your thought process
Doing
is like, oh,
something.
yeah, I got to find this. Oh, where is that? Oh my goodness, because you've been going all over the place. I love it. Don't ever stop.
Going off all over the place unintentionally. It's probably the
Yeah, but it
slight
makes sense.
ADHD or
No, it makes
anxiety
sense.
and everything else swirled into one bowl. That's yeah.
Yeah, well, and if that's your niche, that's your niche, and I enjoy it, and as well as others enjoy it.
Well, as long as you guys are enjoying it.
And the fact that you are very talented. That's the part that's even great because I know for a fact some of the people that watch you are not as talented, and I know it's all relative, but they are not as talented as you are.
Okay.
But the fact that you are, then you share how you come up with combinations and stuff. I mean, it's just awesome. I
I
probably
try.
offended some people. Okay, what I just said has nothing to do with Mary. I mean, Mary. Oh, it's Bubbles.
Lord.
Opinion of the speaker is not your opinion. You know what I mean? The hell. Let me be quiet.
Yeah.
But your
Okay.
work is beautiful. Your
He
work is
looks more like a military guy now that I'm looking at him.
who you making him military like?
I mean, he looks like it a little bit and unintentionally.
Well, wait, you know what? He looks like Tom. Well, no, like an old Tom Selleck. No, he like a
Like
Richard Burton.
old
No.
Marine police or something. I don't know.
You know what I've been watching a lot lately? I found a site where I can see free Columbo. I love Columbo. Oh my god.
Columbo.
Yes. You know who he is?
Columbus. Like the
No.
guy. Oh,
Oh, God.
no. Don't know who Columbo is then.
Such a baby. You're too much of a baby.
Well,
Columbo is an old school detective from the
oh.
70s or 80s. And
Ooh, is
it's
it a TV show? I'm down for that.
yeah. Oh my goodness. He always figures out who did what within like 5 minutes of the when he comes on the scene. The actor is Peter Falk. Oh my goodness.
Peter Cute.
Peter Falk.
I said, is Peter cute?
Oh well, no, he's a character. I mean, I
Uh,
think he's cute. I think he's a little short detective, and most of the actors. This is a fun fact. Most of the actors that are in his show Columbo, they were taller than he was, so he would always wear lifts in his shoes
oh,
so
that's hilarious.
that at least he would be, around the same height of the actors. And his television shows, most of the famous actors now and the ones that you may know that have died, they all came out of his show. A lot of the male and female. Um, it's a good show. I love it.
Oh, gravelly voice. Okay. Oh, I have to tell you about this guy at work. And I laugh about it now because he really tried to be super macho. But so basically, we basically, when we put our passengers in the wheelchair, there's a
Mm-hmm.
certain way they have to enter the wheelchair. They can't just, climb in there. They can't enter from the front. There's, certain safety rules that we have to follow or whatever. Um, because if you enter it, however and whatever way you want to, you can hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen multiple times. Not with me, but I've seen it. So this guy, he comes off the plane and he's like, I need you to get away from the front of the chair. And I said, I can't step away from the front. I need to block the front so that you don't enter through the front. Now this
Mm-hmm.
guy is like, I don't know the actual team. He's a short person. So he's like, well, I need to climb the front of the chair. He's like, they always let me climb the front of the chair. I said, okay, well, that's them. I said, but it is a safety issue, and I'm not going to let you climb the front of the chair because what's not going to happen is you're not going to flip backward on my watch. You know what I mean? Because the
Mm-hmm.
second he climbs that chair and hits the top part of that chair, that whole chair is going to fall over. And he's a short person on top of it. So it was definitely going to fall. So he's like,
Mm-hmm.
they let me do it all the time. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I can't climb the side. I said, why not? I said, the side is the same height. There's the same step on the side as it is on the front. I need you to enter from the side. However you enter on the front, I need you to do it on the side. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. You need to move and you need to move now. And in my mind, I'm kind of laughing because I'm like, this guy is like 3 feet tall, if that.
Yep.
And he's like trying to like stiff arm me out of the way. And I'm like, I said, when you're done, I need you to enter from the side of the chair. He's like, you're not going to move? I said, no. I said, you're not about to get me in trouble and you're not about to hurt yourself because you want to do what you want to do. I said, it's a safety issue. He said, I need your supervisor. I said, you're talking to her. He's like, well, I'm going to file a complaint. I said, would you like a complaint number? He's like, no, I'll just walk. I said, okay, have a good night. So then my coworker, he's coming down the bridge and he's like, oh, does he need a chair? I said, so the guy goes, yeah, but she won't let me enter from the front. And my coworker's like, well, you can't enter from the front. It's a safety issue. So the guy's like, you guys must be pulling my leg. You got to be kidding. So he's like yelling and screaming. So me being me, I said, would you like us to pick you up? Put you in the chair? So he kind of turns around and kind of looks at me funny.
Wait. Did you say pick you up?
I sure did.
Okay,
I
let me
said,
be
would you like
quiet.
I said, would you like us to pick you up and put you in the chair? I said, because you're not entering the chair through the front. You're not going to get your way. I said, so we can pick you up. And he's like, well, I'll take a step stool. I said, what do you think? We just walk around with step stools? I said, it doesn't work that way. I said, when you book your flight, you can let them know that, you are short stature, whatever, you need a step stool, blah, blah, blah. And then we can have one ready. I said, but we don't just walk around with step stools, sir. That's not how it works. I said, but you said if you can climb through the front, you can climb through the side. It's the same height. It's taller. I said, okay, would you like us to pick you up? So he like folds his arms and he like stomps his feet and he's like, I guess you guys can pick me up. And so now everybody on the jet bridge is kind of laughing at the guy. And I'm just like, I'm not saying it to be a jerk, but you are really, really trying me right now. So we put him in the chair. So then he goes, well, how am I going to get out of the chair? I said, how do you get out of the chair when they drop you off? He said, well, they just lift up the thing on the side and I just hop down. I said, okay, well, there you go. So then he goes, well, you guys aren't going to lift me out of the chair? I mean, it was nice to be lifted in the chair. I said, if you wanted to be lifted in the chair, you could have just asked us that first. We would have done it. You came out being all mean. I said, no one wants to help you when you act like that. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's hard being short. And I'm like, I understand, but you don't have to be a jerk about it. And he's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, have a good night. I won't file a complaint anymore. And I'm like, it was
Yeah.
just, the guy was just, and then when my coworker, he took him down, he was like, that guy was funny. He said, you want to know how he got out of the chair? He said, he asked me to lift him up out of the chair. He said, sir, I can't lift you by myself. I was cracking up. I was like, man, that guy was funny. And I said, do you fly often? He said, yeah. I said, well, you need to put it in the notes or something because
Mm-hmm.
whatever you put in the notes, we do see. I said, so put it in the notes. Hey, I need a step stool. Like, you don't have to be embarrassed about it. Like, just let us know so we're prepared and you're not screaming at us when you come off the plane,
Right.
you know? You
Attitude.
remember the lady who
Attitude.
was trying to pray? Yeah. And then there was a crazy lady who was trying to fight one of the Frontier workers because they wouldn't let her on the plane. Purposely didn't let her on the plane. That was really funny because with Frontier, you have to check your bag because people like to sneak their bags on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire time she was lining up, they was like, check your bag. Can you please check your bag? We need you to check your bag. They kept asking her. She waited until that plane was basically ready to leave and, was causing a ruckus, cursing the lady out, yelling and screaming. So the lady closed the door. She said, if I close this door, I'm not opening it back. She was like, I need you to check your bags, make sure they fit, you know, everything I asked you to do for the past 20 minutes, I need you to do it or you will not get on this plane. So the lady kept yelling and screaming and cursing and cussing the lady out. And so the lady closed the door. So as soon as she closed the door, oh my gosh, please don't leave me. Are you leaving? Please open the door. Please don't leave me. This is the second time, like total attitude flip. And it was so funny because I was just like, you could have just did what that lady asked you to do. And you wouldn't be sitting here begging them to reopen the door. And she was really mad when the plane pulled off. Once they pull away from the jet bridge, that's it. They're not, coming back in. That lady was so mad. She was trying to fight the Frontier lady and she was yelling at her and she kept going behind the security gate trying to get to the Frontier lady. It was wild. I was like, oh man. And it was the same gate where someone previously, a few days before, had already kicked a hole in the door. So the door was being held open by like a cardboard box, pretty much. So it's the same gate, and I'm just like, what's up with this gate where it's like always some issues at this one gate? And I'm like, all the lady really had to do was kick the cardboard in and she would have made it, but she wanted to be, dramatic. But yeah, Well, your bird
Yeah,
is pretty.
attitude really means a lot. Like I know people probably conceive have a preconceived notion of me, like if something doesn't happen to me, I just automatically go to cussing people out. I I'm so nice. Like yeah, like all of a sudden, oh, we don't have any more donuts. What the heck? You don't have any donuts? No, I don't. I'm
Right,
the nicest person. I'm so nice. I get so many free things because I am so nice and I understand customer service and I
yeah,
know how things can happen and go wrong.
right,
Um, and I know they always say, "Oh, the customer is always right." Well, sometimes the customer is wrong and dead wrong, but you have to, smooth it over and make them feel good, but also let them know what the company procedures are or whatever.
hmm,
Um,
yep,
yeah, so I have to do that a lot in my job. So I think another reason why I do use getting on here, going off, because I say things that I normally can't say in my real life. I
uh-huh,
don't get on here cussing people out in real life. I really don't. You wouldn't even know that if I do that in my real life. Because I,
right,
I don't speak like this, just normally go out cussing people out. But,
right.
you know,
And that's
anyway, I
what I
don't
was
even.
telling my manager. I said, I'm not, it takes a lot for me to really tell you off.
Yeah.
And there was this guy, he was upset because I guess it was his dad or I don't know who it was, but the older gentleman that was with him, he needed a wheelchair. But they
Mhm.
were in a different company. They were like, a different airline. And we only push for certain airlines and we're not allowed to push for the ones that we don't, we're not in contract with because if that person gets hurt, that's our job and who knows what else. So I told the guy, I was like, I said, well, we don't push for that airline. I said, but if you go over there, they already have the wheelchair guys. And before I can finish saying they already have the wheelchair guys waiting for you, he's like, never mind, forget I asked, you're no help, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, excuse
Oh,
me.
I hate when people do that.
So the lady walks by a little while later, they walk by and she's like, oh. So she tells the older gentleman, he's like, Dad, the wheelchairs are right here. So I said, oh. I said,
But
and excuse what I'm about to say. But I told her, I said, you're with that rude ass over there. So she said, yeah. I said, oh. I said, well, like I was trying to tell him before he rudely interrupted me and stormed off like a child, we don't service the airline that you're flying with. But the people
mhm.
that will help you are already over there. I said, but if you want to push me yourself, there's a spare wheelchair right over there. So she turns and she kind of looks at the guy. She gives him a look like, what did you do? So she apologized for him and everything. And she was like, thanks for your help. She was really nice. And when they got down to their airline where they were at, you can see her telling him off. And I was like, oh, yeah, she's probably telling him off for how he was over here talking to me. But, it's just like, I can't tell you off. So it's good that she is, you know. And he like put his finger up, never mind. And I'm like, ooh, okay, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It's all right. It's
Wait,
not that serious.
wait, Something Bell in the chat says, I can see you going off for something simple. What? You don't have any straws? What the heck kind of blah 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 blah? What?
Right.
No
What in
napkins?
the
What? I have to
fool?
look at the window. Wait a minute. No, ma'am. I do not accept that there's 2 dots of pepper too much in my eggs. Southern Belle. Oh my goodness. I'm not like
That's
that,
funny.
Southern Belle. She said, I can see if you going off with something simple. See, I know.
Yeah. Well, if she would have got through the door, she would have made it down to the bottom of the jet bridge at least. If she would have just kicked in that little flimsy cardboard. But she was so
Uh-huh.
busy trying to fight the lady that, the lady wasn't having it. She was like, I need you to exit now. And I was
Yeah.
cracking up. I was like, this lady is really throwing a fit. And I said it was her fault that she's missing her plane. And the husband, he was embarrassed because he was trying to like talk to the lady and trying to get her to let them on the plane. And that lady was going, when I say she was going off, I was shocked Metro wasn't called. I was like, I guess they're not
Yeah.
going to call Metro today. They're going to try to handle this one themselves. Because normally, anytime anybody does anything dumb like that at Frontier, they normally have Metro right in their back pocket. Because those
Oh,
Frontier
okay.
passengers are ruthless. I didn't been spit at.
Oh
I didn't been
no.
every. Oh yes, ma'am. I didn't been every name in the book. They're
Oh,
ruthless, and it's all the Frontier passengers. It's never the airline that I actually coordinate for. It's the other ones,
isn't that something?
and I'm like, yeah,
No,
the
I
dude that spit at me, he got arrested. That was fun.
he should, because that's against the law.
I said
That's
that was
bodily
gross. And I mean,
fluid.
it wasn't like, it was just like a couple little specklets that hit me, but it's
It
still
didn't
gross.
matter. Right.
And I was like, oh, no, no. I was like, yep. And just so happened, a Metro officer, they patrol on their little bikes. And he was cruising
Mm-hmm.
by, and it was the same little Metro guy who helped me find this lady's missing father like a couple weeks before.
Oh, so
So
y'all had a rapport.
he stopped his bike. He said, come here. He told the dude, he said, come here. He told him to stand like off to the side. So he came to me. He said, did I see what I just thought I saw? Did he spit at you? I said, he did. He
Mm-hmm.
said, okay. He said, that's all I needed to know. He said, that's what I thought I saw.
Right.
He went back to the dude. He said, turn around. And that was it. I was like, I didn't have to do nothing else. I was like, yeah. Some of these,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That's so
yeah,
disgusting.
people are nasty. They are. Yep.
Thank you, Southern Belle. Southern Belle says, I love the troll you view.
Yeah, you know what? Southern Belle just be popping up at just the right times. We just be talking,
Uh-huh.
just
But
appear.
that
I'm like,
comment was so funny. She said, I could see View just cussing out somebody for something so simple.
oh.
I'm such
like
the
you didn't spell my name properly. You missing a
right.
whole letter.
Right, and then I had to break them down grammatically and shit. I had to do the whole thing. Yeah, I could see me doing that too, but this is my YouTube persona. I'm really not. No, but see, the thing is, I can. That's the beauty of
Yep,
it.
and
I
that's
can.
it right there. You
Right,
push
but
hard enough, absolutely.
right. I don't have a problem going all the way there, but this is my YouTube kind of persona. And I don't, in my day to day life, I don't walk around like this. You would think I was so nice. You think I was a good old church girl. I
And
am. I got good roots.
especially at work. Yeah, them airport people, that's all. They're a
Oh,
whole different breed, Southern Belle. I'm telling you, I didn't have
they get that a sense of
wheelchairs.
entitlement at the airport. I
Look,
bet.
I didn't have wheelchairs pushed at me. I didn't have all you name it,
What,
and it's a wonder I'm still working there. I'm like, whew.
girl? Oh
I was
no, see,
like,
I
y'all,
know I couldn't handle it. No, ma'am, because
y'all
it would bring
pushing
out
my
the
patience.
nasty
I don't know.
YouTube. Mm-mm.
I don't know
I
where
know
this
I was.
level of patience that I
Mm.
suddenly developed came from, but man, some of
Oh
them
no, they
people
wouldn't.
they do certain things that just leave you shocked. So you can't do anything but stand there with your mouth open because you're not expecting a normal human being to do such a thing, and you can't help but stand there with your mouth open because you're like, did that just happen?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
one
church
thing I
people.
demand respect. I give respect and I demand respect,
Mm-hmm.
and especially in person, there you have to have some type of decorum. And there's just certain things you do. You always say please, thank you, you hold doors open. I mean, that's how I was raised. And
The
you know,
normal
you
common
you
sense
treat
stuff.
people how you want them to treat you. And if they cross the line, that's when you got to, remind them.
Mm-hmm. Remind
Oh
them
my
like none of
goodness. I don't even know what I would do. I've never had anybody spit on me, but just the thought of it. I've seen YouTube videos where they do that. Oh my goodness. I
man,
would be in jail.
I was so mad. I was like, this dude, but it's like they get so mad because they want their way, and they really get mad when you don't give them their way, and they're just like, okay, go sit down somewhere. You still not, and like I told the dude, I told the officer, I said, and he still didn't get what he wanted. I said, so that was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but now I'm mad because I gotta go and wash my face and sanitize my face, and
Yeah.
because I don't know what he's got. You know what
It
I
should
mean?
be a whole routine that you go through because it's bodily fluids, and you
Hmm.
don't know
We
what
got
that
like a
person.
little like wash station thing that the airline that I work nearby. So
Hmm.
I got to go back there and do all of that fun stuff. But still, that was gross. It's just like you got to think about it all day. Like somebody really spat at me. You know,
Yeah.
some of them people is
I would have
crazy.
to be counseled. I'd have to go straight to counseling. I would.
I was ready to go home after that. I was like, boy, let me tell you. I said, but you know what? They're not gonna make me miss no money. He in jail. That's good. Sit
And see,
there.
but people do that. They make me feel like that sometimes here on YouTube when they talk half crazy to me. And I'm
Hmm.
like, first of all, who are you talking to? Because if you saw me in person, you would not even begin to speak like that. That's the part that people don't get.
Like the
They
lady who was talking about you made her lose her
right. Oh, she done added two more people to her list. I am supposed to be part
What?
of a class action suit or some type of suit. I got her evicted from her trailer plot lot. Trailer plot lot. I
I
don't
was
even know anything
like,
about that, but
"Fuck."
yeah, I'm supposed to be getting paperwork, which I think is hilarious. I want to see the paperwork. I keep asking for it.
Right, girl, you know they ain't got no paperwork.
But I want, now it's like them they going, where's my paperwork? I want to see it. I want to be a part of a suit. It's like, yeah.
That's funny.
Right. You see what
People got
Jamie
too
said?
much.
Jamie said, I don't care where I am, front row at church, if somebody spits on me and I'm going to do something about it. Uh-huh. Right.
Mhm.
View, who have you been picking on? I wasn't picking on anybody, Southern Belle, but Tracy's World said that I had something to do with her getting evicted out for her trailer plot lot. The space that they put the trailer on, I helped get her evicted out of that spot. That's what I
Somehow.
did.
Don't forget the
Southern Belle. I
somehow.
did that. How I did it, I don't know. I wouldn't even thought of anything like that. I would never do anything like that. I don't know how I did it, but in her mind, that I was a part of me and 20 other people, Southern Belle.
It,
20
it was the
people.
tags for me that she actually went and tagged. That was crazy. I was like, what is happening here?
Right. I
And
thought she
don't
was
live nowhere near the
coloring.
lady.
Yeah, why is she getting people evicted out of their plot lot? Like, I never even thought of even anything like that. I think it's hilarious. I'm waiting for my paperwork. As soon as I get my paperwork, I will share it with you all.
That's crazy. I was like, huh?
Okay, look at you. Look at you. You speeding past me. Now, show your picture, please, so I can see what I didn't do. What you doing now?
These little wooden pieces out on this boat that's slowly driving me crazy.
I'm gonna pull out my Kohinoor with the wood. Oh, that's gorgeous.
But wood and me is not, I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like wood. Not quite what I was going for, but it works, I guess.
That's why I use those Kohinoor tritones. Let me go get the little thing because they got three colors all in one. But first, I got to put these pencils back right here. But they got three colors in one, and they make it look like it's some real wood.
I got four here, and I'm sitting here losing my mind. But that's good enough, I guess. I hope I didn't miss any. That looks like it's some. I think I got them all. Mm. And then this is this part of the boat? I mean, I guess it has to be, right? I'm just gonna. It
Where?
is today. I don't know. It is today. Yep.
Where?
Right here. That's on the side of his hat. This little piece right here. That's
Yeah,
about
that's
to
part of the
be.
boat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. If it wasn't, it is. You know me. I don't want to linger on it too long
Yeah,
because
that's part of the boat. Mm-hmm.
if I linger on it, if it ain't, it is now. Yep. This part looks more like wood than the rest of the part of the boat. Okay. And I'll probably bring some gray for like these little panels here. These other things. I don't know if I want the dragon thing. What do you call it? I don't know if I want it.
It's the. I think it's. Listen to me being all correct. I think that's the arc of the boat. Watch
Okay.
somebody Google and say, "Girl, she don't even know what she talking about." The arc, ARC. I think
Am I
that's what
still
it is.
working at the
Or the
airport?
helm,
Yeah, I'm still there.
the helm, or the arc. I don't know which one it is.
Yep, I am still there, still there. I am questioning it, but I'm still there. I mean, my job itself, I like my job, but it's the people for me and the questions that drive me crazy all the way until the end of the day. Now, is this wood? I don't know if I want it to be wood.
What part?
The dragon thing or the ark, the front of the
It looks
boat.
like scales. You can cut. It's like I would think it would be like scales, or well, it could be anything you want. But I think it's like wood. I think it's wood, and they're carved to be like the scale of the dragon.
But I feel like it would be boring if I color it like brown.
That's why I like the coloring because it's fantasy. You can color whatever color you can color whatever you like.
Like I might even just color it like a dragon and draw some eyes on it, so that
Yeah,
it's like a little dragon going alongside the boat.
there you go.
Cause it
That's
just
what
looks
I
weird.
like about it. Hmm.
Cause it just looks weird the way it is now, and I'm
Hmm.
about to give myself my headache trying to figure it out. Barnacles. Huh?
That's what I like about coloring you because you can make whatever it is. No, there are no rules. There's no coloring police that's gonna come arrest you. Who made this book? Nick. Is this Nick
Filbert.
Filbert? Yeah,
Yep.
he's not going. What Renee said, somebody said it. I want to say Miss Renee, coloring Renee said, Johanna Basford is not going to come and knock on your door and said you didn't color her flowers right.
Right.
I think she says it. I think Renee says it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of beautiful, colorful artists on here that I've been watching for a long time before I started interacting with them. I would just watch them. And all of a sudden, I was like, why just watch them? Talk to them. Then I started chatting.
Hmm.
And Miss Dee Dee Willingham, I always get her name wrong.
I think it's
Miss Mike,
Willingham. I love Dee.
I
She's
love her too.
she
And
be slapping them acrylics down and making them
she,
pages look so good.
she just be going so fast. I'd be like, girl, calm down. And it'd be like, she'd be on to something else. And I'd be like, what did you do? And she's always so helpful. And then
Yeah.
also my color and Renee, you just get to chatting and she chats right back at you. You'd be like, me, my little self, you're gonna chat back at me. Your big self, not big like
Yeah.
size wise. You
Like
chatting
the
with
channel
me.
size. Yeah. I love
Yeah, it
the
makes you
ones that
feel good.
interact with us. Cause it's like,
Hmm.
well, you up there, you one of the big channels too. But my little old channel when they speak back, I'll be like, oh, they speaking to me. I ain't even hit 1,000 subscribers yet. Okay, I'm getting
I
there though.
don't
I
I
might
don't
go
I feel
820.
like this I feel just like when I first started with the 4 people watching. I don't feel any different because
Yeah,
I feel the same way about myself. Numbers, they're nice, but I've been on here for so long. At some point, you should get some numbers, but I don't think about it like that. I still feel like I'm trying to entertain 4 or 5 people, and
yeah,
that's yeah, that's how I look at it. I don't because I'll get on here and nobody will be here, and then I might have 4 people after I turn the video off, and then I come back to the replay. I may have a lot of people with the replay,
yeah.
but I
I
don't
noticed that
know.
too. I'll have like a few like actually in here, but then I'll notice like once it's over, I'll see like more people watch the replay. I'm like, oh, maybe they enjoy the replay more.
Mhm. I love replays, but I always make sure I get the thumbs up and I make sure I try to share so that even though I can't watch it at the time, maybe somebody else can. I'm gonna put myself on mute for a minute. I'm gonna go get my tritones so I can
Okay.
do the wood. Hold on, I'll be right back. Where's the mute button? Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say, don't ask me because I don't know. I like her bird. Her bird turned out really pretty. I You got sick from the fuel. Yeah, I bet that sounds very dangerous. I think I want this water to be like a greenish color, so I'm gonna grab ice green, cobalt green, probably. Ooh, no, I'm gonna grab ice green, porcelain blue, and cobalt green. And hopefully this turns out right. I already forgot what colors I said I was getting. It be like that. Let me see. This is ice green. I want that. Cobalt green. I want that. And what was it? Porcelain blue. Come on. Come out of the case. Yeah. All right. Hopefully I can do this properly. Kind of sharpen. Thank you, Jamie. Okay. I cry when I sharpen my whole behinds, cause my goodness, I am. They're open stock though, so I don't cry too much. I'm gonna work on this water, and maybe something else might be this color. All right, porcelain blue. It's gonna come after that ice color. All right. 20 years since you've worked for the what do you call it? The airport. I don't know if I'm gonna last 20 years, but like I said, I like my job. Don't get me wrong. It's it's usually just the dumb questions and the extra rude people that and it's not often that we get the rude people, but when we get them, it's like, whew, it's like you just messed up the whole day, you know, with just that one batch of rudeness, and it's just like, yeah, try not to let them mess up your day, but it's like they come at you with just like, whew, you know. Some of these people are just insane, but hopefully, um, like I said, I want to. My goal is to get my art out there so that I don't have to work. I can be a full time artist and be happy doing what I like doing, which is drawing. So that's the real plan. And I feel like I started a bit late in life, but you know, it's all good. All good. I still want to do it. Late in life and all. I decided I put two pieces up in my shop. The two that um, I had did. Well, actually, I think all three of them are the um, some people. The public isn't tired. They are. Yep. Yeah. The customer reps at the airline. Some of them are quite. And I don't know why they're like that either. Probably because the people are so mean and rude to them that they just adapt to it. That's what I'm thinking. So I said I was going to do some site maintenance on my website, but I did not. But I do have this one up for sale, and I think this one is up for sale. I'm not sure if I put this one up for sale or not. But I was going to do prints, but I changed my mind. I'm just going to do whatever I paint on the canvas. That's what I'm going to sell. Once it's gone, it's gone. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Keeping it original. Yeah, Jamie, you don't look old at all. I know you didn't call yourself old. You are not old. Did I miss you calling yourself old? Um, hope not. So I think once I get off here, I really need to be getting to bed because I have to get up and get my badge renewed in the morning. Older, okay. Glamour shot. What do you mean? You said get a glamour shot? Oh, she probably forgot to unmute herself.
No, I was listening to you. I didn't want
Oh,
to take over your whole channel because you know I could be running my mouth for hours.
insane. That's why we're here.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I have to get
I
my
could
badge
hear.
renewed every year. Yeah, it's
I could hear you all. I was listening. I just sometimes when I'm coloring certain things too, I can't talk, and I was
uh,
trying to concentrate on this wood.
yeah. I was trying
So
to
I
get
got my Kohat Noors in my hand. My tritone Kohat Noors, they quiet me down. I love these pencils.
and I see they. I don't need not another set, but I hear you be talking about those, and I'm like, hmm.
I love them.
But then you tell me that they're not single stock, so that also would.
Nope, they're not. And look, I love them so much. These two, like this one just broke. Before I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it back up in here and get a little bit of use out of it. But anyway, these two are the two colors I use all of the time. One is ember and the other is earth tones.
Mm-hmm.
And then so you can see where everybody else is, but these two
Look
I
how
can't
tiny
find
they
these
are.
two. I gotta buy a whole set. I only want these. I want a bunch of these.
Yeah, they're so tiny.
Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to use any of the other. I mean, I'm starting to use the other ones, but I just like those right there. I'll be okay. Let me calm down. Oh, oh, I love these. And I know I can do three pencils and do the same thing. But you know how you just, when you like something, that you just like it.
Right. Oh, glamour shot picture, but girl, no. I'm gonna keep that same picture I had last year because I just washed my hair and I have not combed it yet. They're gonna keep that same picture. I don't look any different than I did last year. Nope. Cause then that means I gotta get all dressed up and uh. I want to, and it's gonna be super early. It's gonna be like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Girl, no. I just got half of mine to just throw on some gym shorts and go. I am not doing nothing. Most white folk we go early. Bonnet Chronicles. Yep, that's it. So, like I just watched it. It's I gotta put some more leave-in conditioner, and it's nice and soft. I have to like pay extra attention to my hair out here in this heat because Vegas, man, it will tear your hair apart, and I don't want that. So, I know metallics work really good in here, so I know I want like some like the buttons. I'll probably add some metallic. His belt, and then he's got like some metal clinky things on here. He's coming along though.
Did Mary talk about when she was in Arizona? Well, because I told her that you were there too. But
Vegas,
yeah, but it was too late.
Nevada. You mean
Yeah.
Arizona?
I mean, I'm sorry. Because I used to live in Arizona. I used to go to Vegas every weekend because we had our apartment complex. Well, my apartment complex had a bus that would go to Vegas every weekend for like $20, and you get tickets and you know.
Mm, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just go right out in front to the rental office and sit right there in the bus because it was a whole bunch of snowbirds. The snowbirds
Mm,
do whatever, and they go to Vegas for the morning, have breakfast, get a little gambling in, and then come back home before dinner.
that's not bad.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I was just saying I want. Oh, and let me put this to the side because I am not sure what color I want the bird or the dragon. Well, I know I'm gonna um I put these in here the wrong way, but that's alright. I know what colors they are. With the dragon, I'm gonna draw some eyes on him so I can make him a real dragon.
Yeah, I was just looking at him. I was like, "Where is his eyes?"
I would put it here. I think
Let me see.
there's a
Okay,
space
yeah.
right there, right
Uh-huh.
here. There's a space, so I probably put it there.
Yeah, there's a space right there. Like, why didn't he put
Maybe give
eyeballs
him some
there?
teeth. I don't know. I don't think because I think it's meant to be wood, but I don't want it to be.
Yeah, but you gonna make your I'm making mine wood, but I'm giving him some eyeballs too.
I think I'm gonna I don't know, maybe a darker wood. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be last, right along with this bird. But I think I want the bird to be like a very, very pale yellow or white with like some yellow accents to him, probably. I don't want him bright because nothing on this page says bright. So
You know what would make me so mad if I accidentally picked up a pencil and I started coloring it and a neon color came out. I hate when I do that. I don't like those neon colors.
oh no, ma'am, me
Have
neither.
you done that before?
Yep. And that's actually what made me start swatching all my stuff because I picked up a
Mm.
marker and it didn't look neon. The barrel wasn't neon. I didn't think it was neon. Man, I put that marker down on the paper and it was so bright. I was like, "Are you joking?" I was like, "You gotta be joking, kidding me right now. What is this?" And I mean, it was like this bright
Oh
compared
no,
to the
that's
rest of the
unacceptable.
picture. I was like, "Oh my god!" But I was able to once it dried, I just put a darker orange over it, like a muted one. But
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh man, I am this crazy."
I don't even like doing that because it is like, oh, you can always be reminded about how that thing looked jacked up the first time you put that neon marker on there or neon color.
Yep,
I take my neons out. Like I take all of my neons out of anything. I'm gonna have to do this border because
I
this
put them
is.
in the back.
I do. I put them in the back, or I put some tape over them, or I'll do something. I'll put them upside down because
Yep,
there is nothing worse in the world than trying to color something and you accidentally pick up that daggone neon.
right.
Oh,
Oh man, I also want to do I have so many things I want to do. It's ridiculous, but I have my favorite is I've got like a bunch of these. I did okay. So I did my art book collection video, but the stupid alarm on my phone kept going off. So
hmm,
it ended up being like three parts. One part was like 20 minutes. One was like 7. The other I think was like 5. So I wasn't sure. I still am not sure if I'm gonna refilm it or just upload it. But I want to take some of these pictures in here and I want to redraw them and paint
uh-huh,
them. And this is like the video game book from Zelda, but okay, this one's like really huge. So probably not that one right out of the gate. But
hmm.
these, like the little stained glass ones. Oof, okay, there.
Those are beautiful.
So I want to pick one, try to redraw it, or do like my own version of it, even maybe,
Yeah.
and then paint it with my gouache. I think that would be so fun. And they're not all shaped like this. They're like different. It's an art book, so it's like different ones. But I tagged some of the ones, like some of these square ones, him
Hmm.
running away from the monster. Even this one on this page is cute. It was really big, so I would probably just do a piece of it. But
That
because I want
reminds
to
me
get
of like
better.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, yeah, Link kind of. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about they got some inspiration from him. But I want to get better with like painting with my gouache. And
Mm-hmm.
so if I already, instead of coming up with my own colors, if I do something like this where I, redraw it, the image myself, it'll probably be wonky looking. It won't be perfect, but and just the colors are in front of me, so I can mix the colors and do whatever it is I'm supposed to do with the
Mm-hmm.
colors because they're right here in front of me. So I want to practice doing that. That just sounds fun, but I don't know which one I want to do first. I have some fragged. One of those stained glass ones look fun, but that also looks hard. Um, I don't know. I don't know which one.
I got that cheap $5 gouache.
From the Five Below Boss. Did you try
Yeah,
it?
I was doing a video on it before, when yours first started. That stuff is something else. I'm going to color with it, but I can see where this is. It's like
Oh, I
nothing like
love
the real gouache. I can't wait to
it.
get the real stuff.
Oh my
But
god.
I actually got it so that I can use the case. The case is cute. It's got a little palette,
Uh,
but the product is horrible. I mean, it's like I'm a color in it because I would like to help people get stuff on a budget, and then once you can afford to get the nicer gouache, you can at least use that. But
right.
you know, yeah. So I like to do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I was doing that before you came on, and I didn't think it was horrible. But see, I don't
Okay.
know. I'm not the expert, so I don't know what's bad and what's not.
I watched, I can't remember whose video it was, but they talked about that paint so gosh dang bad.
I saw 50 videos. They talked about that stuff horribly. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, oh my. I was like, well, let me not even. I was like, look, I already have my own gouache, so
Right.
let me
Stick with
leave
what
it
you
at
got.
that. And yeah.
But I do like the case. The case is worth actually maybe like $1.99. But for $5, if I just throw the whole like get rid of all the gouache in there and keep the case,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Because it's got a little palette with it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't argue with that. That's. And then, I mean, the paints come out and you can put whatever you want in that case. It was a nice case. I remember you showing it.
Yeah, the case is nice.
So I
All
feel
right,
like these are a little bit easier to do, but I have some
those
flags
are cute.
and they're like easy. I can just do him. I don't have to do a background. I can practice the colors with him first,
I
and I could
like how his
probably
scarf is.
his hat.
Oh yeah, I said it's a scarf, but yeah, a hat. But however it is, how it's got the angle on there.
Yeah, like it's blowing. I like
Yeah.
this one. I like. I might do this one here.
Oh,
His
I like
face.
like he
He's
just
so
got kicked
animated.
and he's
Uh
falling
huh.
back.
Yeah. So that one is pretty cool. But I don't know. I got a bunch tagged, which is probably the issue. I need to narrow it down. And then here's like some of the other ones, and it's different video games, so it's like depending on which game I choose. It's like Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Mowgli, but I don't know. I like the ones because this is more of my art style and my coloring style. This is closer to my
Yeah,
style, so I was leaning more towards. And the only games that have like this kind of art style is like the Minish Cap, the Wind Waker, and Spirit Tracks, I think. Um,
I like
some
that
other
one right
things.
there. That pose right there with his sword.
This one or this one, the big
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like this one, I'm playing this game now on my Switch, so maybe I'll do. Well, I mean, not this isn't the new one, but this is like the older one that was on Game Boy. Um, Game Boy Advance or Game Boy. It was on one of them. I'm playing that one now. I'm replaying it anyway, and I might do one of those. This one's cute, but he doesn't have his hat on in this one, so I don't know. Well,
Oh, I like
and
that too.
in this one, his hat is kind of a hat. It's more like a spirit. So
It
he
looks
didn't
like he's
start
got
off with a hat.
horns. It looks like he got horns on his.
Yeah, it's so that's the hat. His name's Eslo. So he's like a spirit who's like helping him, fix the village or something crazy like that. And then here's like a bunch of little ones I can practice like icons.
They look like stickers.
They do look like stickers. I wish. But and they have like ones here too with like but these are like this is like a different style, so it'll be a little hard to color those because that's not really my style. But and then it has like, oh, I can see what book it was. Yeah, Game Boy Advance. That's the one that I'm playing now. Um, and it has like this goes all the way up into which game? I think the last one for this book was probably Wind Waker. I mean, not Wind Waker. Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. But
Mm-hmm.
there's been like 3 or 4 other games since. But there's like just little stuff I can practice drawing, and coloring. But like these watercolor ones are, whew, I wish. Like,
Ooh, look at that.
yes, but I am not the greatest. Do I watch Harry Potter? Yes. I have seen every last one probably a million times. What is this? Oh, look, there's a pull-out poster or something I didn't even know about. But like, this is watercolor. Like, I wish it looks like watercolor. It might be acrylic, but it looks like watercolor. I know these are watercolor and probably a mix of like digital, but I wish I could do stuff like this with watercolor. Now, one of these days I can probably pull it off with gouache, but as of now, because it just looks like they just took the paint and just do 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 do. Okay, done. It was probably super easy for them too. Ooh, what's that? What is that? Is
But
that a
that
coloring
book is
book?
beautiful. I got this at the Dollar Tree.
Oh
This
Lord,
is a
those
great, and
Dollar
I
Tree
think
books. Now, what did
the
we say?
the crimes of Gilderwall movie magic. I don't know these characters, but and they got tickets. It's like uh I don't know, like
Oh, it's like
it
the
looks
art
like
book.
something like
Okay.
something looks like something that you would like.
Yeah, it's an art book. Girl, I thought it was a coloring book you was pulling out. I was about to say, what did we say about those Dollar Tree coloring books?
Oh no, no, this is a real book.
That's like the art book of the movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
it's like I don't know any of these things,
Mhm.
but because I never was I like what I like. I think if I was I like the way this looks. I would use this like as examples,
Uh-huh.
but it's a really interesting book. It really is. I It's like a crime. It reminds me like of Clue.
Yeah.
But do you know who this is? The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Grindelwald.
It's kind of like they're in the Harry Potter world. So it's like along those lines.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to you when I send you your box, cause girl,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's beautiful, but this looks like something I can see you look reading. What am I gonna do with this? But I like the pictures that are in here. And I don't know. I know there's a story, and it's got tickets and all this kind of stuff. So I bought it because I said, "Oh, this book is it's actually worth a lot more than it's worth 30." They were selling it for $30,
Wow.
and then $40 Canadian. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so I'll add this to your box. Your box is going to be big too.
We over here trading boxes. Okay. Ooh,
I know,
I love this page.
right?
It's showing
Yeah,
the master sword and it's so pretty. I can just sit here and look at this all day.
I know. I could tell you can. And I'm like looking at you like, girl, if you don't get a crayon in your hand. But then I love how you got the little stories and stuff. So it just adds to your whole channel. You're so entertaining. You really are. I don't know if you don't even know. Yeah,
And
Southern Belle said, "Do you watch Harry Potter?"
yes, I've seen them all. Harry Potter and I've seen the little spin-off ones. Those are cool too. But don't laugh at me, View. So I got that one.
Oh Lord, she said, "Don't laugh, girl." And I don't even know anything about any of these books and these people. I just
And
like
that
looking at
one.
them because they're artistic. That's all I know. Look at that sky. I like stuff like that. Girl, if you pull out another guy, I mean, book. See, I didn't cuss. Was Zelda? Who the heck is Zelda? No, don't answer. I don't even want to know.
Okay.
If she's still pulling, no, don't pull them all out. I'm gonna hit you right in the head with one of them books.
I
Those
won't.
books look like they
But
weigh about 90 pounds.
they are very heavy. They're pretty thick. Each one's about a
Girl,
thick,
no,
huh?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. But they have like, look at it. It's so pretty.
It is gorgeous.
And Link is so awesome. Like, look at him. He's
Oh, look
swimming.
at that. See, those are like those are real coffee table books. I would love just sitting there looking at them.
Girl, I can sit and look and spend hours
And
and look
entertain yourself. What's
and
she
look
doing over there? Girl, she looking at a book. Don't bother her, okay?
and look at this one's my favorite. Like, whew,
That's
girl.
beautiful.
And I can just sit and look, but it talks about like, the character, how they, make them and stuff. There's other stuff in here, but
I
there
can
are
see you
little
sitting there looking at that, just quiet as a
girl
church mouse, just sitting there flipping
all day
pages.
long. And then
What?
this
What
one
is
is
that?
not. This one's the guidebook, but I still look through it. This one's just like the guide to the game if I ever need to, you know. But
I can see you doing that so
and I
easily,
do.
just sitting there flipping and twirling and. Okay, I gotta look out for stuff because I see stuff like that on sale and stuff. I'm like, who looks at this? Now I can say bubbles.
And like this one talks about the whole history of like it'll catch you up if you have no idea what the heck Zelda is. This one is the only one you need. This is the Hyrule Historia. It'll catch you all the way up until like the last two games. But when I say it just goes through the whole history of the people and the legend behind it, and it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like
You
take the
don't have
most
to.
intricate story that you could possibly, like Lord of the Rings. Okay, how
Hmm.
everybody's all crazy about Lord of the Rings. That's how I am about Zelda.
And I still didn't get that either. See, I guess because I'm a little bit older, and if I was still like in the younger kind of interesting of that kind of stuff, because I think I've been there and done that, but it wasn't anything as exciting as you all have now with the graphics and stuff. Because I
Mm-hmm.
used to get very excited about those type of books and stuff. Like E.T. came out. Okay, I helped E.T. become famous. Okay, I talked about E.T. I was an E.T. fan. E.T. go home. I want E.T. to come back. So all of this to me is so exciting and I love it. I
Yes,
actually
I love it.
yeah, I love sci-fi. I love everything that you're showing is what I love. And I know once I get into that zone, I'm just gonna be there for a minute. But I still got about 2 more years to work before I can retire. Once I retire, then I can get into that.
Me and my sister used to sit and play. Like we played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and we would sit with the little guidebook and we would try to figure out all the puzzles and come up with
Mhm.
our own little side story. Like, whew,
I
Zelda
know it's
is
all
Zelda.
exciting.
Like,
So
I
I'm
could talk
looking
for
forward to
hours
getting
just
my
about it.
first I'm looking forward to getting my first. Well, I used to have. Well, when PlayStation and Atari, all that. I helped build those. Okay, I'm just telling y'all. I did. I helped you. I helped get the interest out. So when I get my gaming system. That's why I don't know if you've noticed on my channel, but I do interact with a lot of gamers because I watch them all the time, and I just haven't picked the system that I want to get that I know that's interactive with the YouTube thing. But once I get into that, child, these coloring books and this mukbanging and these wigs and stuff, they're gonna sit to the side because I'm gonna be all into the game and I cannot wait.
Yes, I would say. Well, I mean, I can't really say anything because I have all the systems. But um, if you if you go to like doctor's appointments or if you go out of the house and you like sit and wait at places, I would say get the Switch, the Nintendo
That's
Switch.
what I'm getting the switch. Girl, I wasn't
Yes.
gonna say it. I was gonna say it right before you said it because I've talked to so many people and they say from what I can tell that you like and what you would really enjoy, get the switch. Yep,
Yep.
that's what I'm getting.
And you know, if you need game recommendations, right here. There's your game recommendation.
And see, when they first came out, all they was women walking around in the bikinis, and I was like, no, I need them to do more. But I know they do more now.
Oh no, ma'am, not Zelda. Zelda is it's got the puzzles, it's got the fighting, it's got the everything.
That's what I
And the
want.
the Switch itself is a good system. Like this is the Breath of the Wild one. This one's part one of the one that just came out, the one I got for my birthday. This is part one. So the
Hmm.
guidebook for part two is not out yet. It comes out on the 19th, and you better believe I'm gonna go grab it. But
Okay.
this is the guidebook or the art book to part one. This game, whew, I think you would like this game. It's so much to do. It's so I should probably grab the actual guidebook.
Wait, hold on. I'm reading back your comments. Southern Belle says, "Stop hating on the neons."
Uh, Look, them neons is they gotta go. I'm sorry, they are not needed.
And Jamie says she puts her. Some people can make neons look good, right? And Jamie says she puts her pencils back in the holder. I tried to put them back too. I put them back where I got them from.
I'll put
And
them
the
all
Jade
in the back.
Mom boy says they love Zelda. Okay.
So like there are just the little puzzle shrines alone. I'm trying to find a number so I can tell you how many there are. But if I'm not mistaken, it was over like 100. Um, they don't have them numbered, so but this you see this table here? These are all just the shrines, which is like the little puzzles that you can do in the game. And each one, it makes you think. It's like a really, you have to think and figure out how to solve it. Like it could be as simple as get this ball and put this ball in the hole, but you have to figure out how to get the ball over to that hole. So it can be a big empty space, and you're just like, okay, well, how do I get it over there? And you might, see something up against the wall, and you like, okay, I'm gonna try to push it up against that and see if I can roll it off the side. Like it's so intricate, and it's so many of them. That's just
Does the
the
Switch come with the Zelda game, or do you have to buy it? What games come with the Switch, or can you choose?
um well, it depends. Like if they have, so they just came out, and I really, really was thinking about getting it, even though I don't need another Switch. But they just came out with the Zelda Switch because the new Zelda game just came out. So if you
Hmm.
buy the Zelda Switch, I think it comes with the digital version of the new Zelda, which is part two, which is the one I have.
And how
Um,
much are they now?
well, if you get the one that I recommend you get, which is the OLED, I think that one's 399.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
Jade Mom, thank you.
Good night. Yep, I'll call
I'm
you
going to go too.
tomorrow
Me
because I'm
too.
about to get off too. Right, that part. Um,
I'm gonna leave before you leave so you can say goodbye to your audience.
okay. But like, yeah, this girl and this outfits is all kind of. I might just do a whole stream talking about Zelda.
You should, especially before I get it. Now you go ahead to get all this out before August the 13th. That's when I'm gonna get it. Okay.
Okay, I can catch you up by then. I can
Okay.
catch you up. That's plenty of time.
Well, thank you for having me over here. I'm going to go so you can finish talking to your audience. I'm sorry if I bored, dummy down your channel with me
Girl,
over
not at
here.
all. Never.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
No, ma'am.
And I was good. I was on my best behavior. I didn't cuss. I was just being very nice because I like coming over here. It's very nice. And you got nice seat cushions. You serve really nice refreshments and snacks. So thank you. And bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, so I'm getting off too. Um, Maybe I'll get on tomorrow. We'll see, cause tomorrow I have to do a little bit of chores. I gotta get my badge renewed. I have to wash clothes and actually do something to my hair before work on Tuesday. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow, and if not, then I'll post videos throughout the week. After my birthday, of course. I'm not posting anything on Tuesday, but I do appreciate you guys coming for my pre-birthday streams, and I will catch you guys either tomorrow or later this week. All right. Bye, Jamie. Good night. Good night, Southern Belle. Mary, if you're still in here. I think Mary got lost in her video game. I'll catch you guys later.